Hi there, it's me, Raven, DM of the Waking Vale. Unfortunately, we had some issues during this latest stream with Wi-Fi and stream went down. We caught it fairly quickly, so we don't have any missing content, but unfortunately we did have to edit this video together, so it did take a little bit longer than usual. Sorry for the delay, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have issues like this again. If you'd like to come join us and catch some silly moments like this as they happen, or want to get updates on our activities, come join our Discord, or join us live on Twitch Sundays at 4:30 PST. It's the best way to get content such as Repo, Marvel Rivals, Dark Hours, Monster Hunter, and of course, our D&D campaign, just to name a few. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, hello and welcome back to Adventures in Asphodel, session of 15. Are you doing anything with your hair? It looks good. I like it. Keep doing that thing. Like a side part, fringe looking thing? Something like that? Maybe something cool? Maybe you dyed it? Who knows?
They say if you saw someone's actual new haircut, his voice would be so high it would function as a dog whistle.
Well, yes.
I could probably do that, but I don't want to.
I believe it.
I think you should.
I don't think I
Well,
should.
for our dog audience.
Yeah.
For in respect to our dog audience, which is funny because we are the good boys. I will not
Oh, I
make
forgot about the
high-pitched
gemstone.
noise. Yes, that's why I gave you a B
I got
minus.
bounced around like a ping pong ball.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
last session, the party finished up the fight with the cultists of Domini that they had encountered. The assassin that had previously downed Emin made off with Emin's sword, as Emin made the choice to instead turn their attention to the fire elemental that was targeting Charlie and the rest of the party. They managed to defeat the fire elemental, despite its attempts to touch them, and came out effectively on top. Though many of them were on fire for quite some time before realizing that they could put that out. But after that, they began to explore around the area. It was discovered that the creation of the Ashen Destroyers likely comes from the runes, the runic circle that all the poor cultist people, brainwashed cultist people were running into. Y'all got Andy, or sorry, not Andy, fucking Astrael, got ping-ponged. It was great. They got ping-ponged between two force fields that were bouncing them off, and finally managed to break through the one that would have been good to break through, seeing a floating black and red stone with runes inscribed into it. It looked sort of like a hedron, like a D8 kind of, but on its side. Nice looking stone. They grabbed it, succeeded a con save, pulled it from the air, and the magic circle that had been protecting it and concealing it dissipated. The magic that had been blocking the way forward also dissipated, revealing signs of Kinza, the mayor's daughter that the party had come to try to find signs of, as well as possibly signs of Holden or some other captive that had been down here. The party then noticed off in the corner of the map a assassin who had been lurking there the entire time, who was not very well hidden. They then went and bullied him and took his smoke bombs as he continuously slowly reached into his pocket to take them out to try to escape. That failing, they interrogated him, stole his book, smacked him with his book, read his book aloud, and then proceeded to
Don't forget I smacked him with the book again.
And then smacked him with the book again. And then proceeded to more or less hear him out. He suggested leaving. Y'all left because he very much values his life and did not want to be there when the person in charge came back. Y'all left, rested in the sewers past where you had come in, and shortly during your rest, the sound of footsteps through the murky sludge water of this sewer storm pipe begin to resound. As passing by you, as they were walking straight towards where you guys had come from with haste, a shadowy cloaked individual with a more intricately designed mask, moving near silently, ran past, followed by the assassin that had taken Emin's greatsword, and 5 of the Ashen Destroyers, the large metal figures, all heading in the direction that you guys had previously been. Unfortunately, the viability of carrying out the number of unconscious people was not very viable. So any of the commoners that may have been mind controlled, brainwashed, were left there. But the party has made it to safety for the time being, has finished their short rest, and we pick up here. What would you all like to do?
Want to take my short rest.
Your short rest is completed.
I didn't do that then. I didn't press the button.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's all. I just need to press the button.
Oopsies.
Press that short rest button.
I do it. I'm working on it.
Press that short rest
Yeah,
button.
Short that
I don't-
rest.
I've done it. I've done it now. I've done it. That's okay. It's done now. I did it. Everyone calm down.
Yay.
You calm down.
Don't need to get freaky.
You know.
Are we
I
getting
mean-
freaky?
No,
Well,
we're
yes.
not. We're not.
Nah, yes, yes.
I just figured out how to make a new item. Sorry. I got really excited. I was like, I found a button.
Bro, what buttons?
I pressed a button and I was like, I hope this doesn't destroy anything. And it's like, new item.
Bro pressed a button, hoping it wouldn't destroy it, but yet still pressed it anyway.
It did.
Bro likes to press the
I
buttons.
get- The same button does new spells. Okay, sorry. I discovered buttons.
So,
I
What would you like to
realized
do?
that when you push a button, it does the thing.
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to do?
I want to get out of the sewers is what I want to do. I want to.
I mean, we probably should rest.
Yes.
Problem, there's a lot of shit over there that we should probably deal with. But none of us are really capable of dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
So-
shit in here too. It's sewer.
And we are not. We are not in the profession to deal with that. That is indeed not our problem.
That is what the hose would call. Not our problem. I think we should go actually rest. But
Mm.
if y'all want
Say it
to
in
try and go
character.
back in there.
How? Can I? I'm gonna sniff the air to see if there's any smoke.
Yes, sniff.
Um,
Sniff, sniff,
Not the
sniff,
town being on fire again.
you don't
Gotta check.
smell like a profound smell of smoke. There was a fire elemental, so I mean, there might be a loose waft of smoke.
And are we close enough to town to like hear any like screams or anything? You know?
No, not even close.
No. Okay.
All right. Well, the town's on fire.
No.
Y'all had
Well,
to
the
y'all had to
town-
head down quite a bit.
The town might be on fire.
Oh.
Uh,
I don't know if you guys have any confidence in your capabilities, but I personally don't. We should probably try and rest. I think if we were to try and take on anything else, we would be completely wiped.
I agree. What was the dude's name? Does anyone remember the guy's name? It's in the notes.
Well, which guy?
The dude that's with us right now.
Oh, I think. Oh, we don't know. I don't think we know his name, but we know that he robbed a guy named Davin.
Devin.
Yeah.
I think
I thought we
he-
asked his
We
Oh.
did.
I did not write it.
name.
I was too busy
Yeah.
bullying him. Sorry, guy not named Davin.
Uh,
I want to say it's a Gerald, but it's definitely not a Gerald.
It's not Gerald.
I don't
I
think we did
do
write
not
it down.
think it's Gerald.
Yeah, I don't either, gonna be honest.
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I still did name.
You already
Yeah,
said you
Davin's
don't know.
clothes has been.
I don't know if he did tell you his actual name. I don't know if
Yeah, so
anybody
I was like,
asked.
I really don't think we know his name. We just know
I
that he
don't-
robbed a dude named Davin, stole his clothes.
No, we did ask him. I remember.
I don't
I
think
just
he
don't
told
remember
us.
the name.
Yeah, I don't know if he told us. Um, was he awake like this whole time?
Yeah, I mean, short rest isn't sleeping. It's just
Oh, yeah.
No.
I thought you had a nap.
no. Short rest is like 30 minutes.
Ah,
You can nap for 30.
Yeah,
Like
but
a
you
30
don't
minute.
have to.
All right.
um, I'm gonna turn to him and just go. Is there any other way out of these sewers other than straight in the middle of town?
I mean, yeah, there's a few ways out of the sewers. It just depends which way we go down.
Do you know those ways?
I can't say I'm like versed in sewer pathways. I've only been trapped with them. Oh, it's been like half a week, something like that.
Okay.
Shortly
My only
after I
worry.
left the bar because that one was staring at me.
Womp womp.
You were being weird. I don't know.
I was just drinking.
There's
That's-
something wrong with you.
I don't know. My
I think
only
I've been clear about that.
concern-
Just reminding.
My only concern is that if we go back up the exact way we came down here, they will be waiting for us.
Did they see you go in?
I don't believe so. They didn't, I don't think.
Can I look around for the previous sewer guy that we ran into when
Hmm?
that me and Lynette were chasing down? Can I look around for him?
You're in the sewers.
Yes.
But what if he's in the sewers?
You turn around and he's just been looking around the corner the whole
He's
time.
actually just been in the party the whole time. He's like, hey guys, what's up?
It's
We
a
did-
bit.
Our passive perception sucks.
You know, just in case there was a chance, I wanted to ask.
I appreciate the intention.
Bro really just said, no, bitch.
Yeah, that's good for. Why the fuck would you think so?
I mean, we could go up the way
Okay,
we came.
I just want to word this. How are you
First
gonna
of all,
look
you
around
stupid.
for the guy that led you through the sewers that wasn't up in the sewers initially? In the sewers where you're covered by walls in every direction and have to go through pipes that you're unfamiliar with?
Hey, it was just a suggestion.
I
Just-
know.
It's just a theory.
Don't you
Okay.
do it.
In the same tone of voice was wild.
Uh,
So anyway, lock in.
Does anybody else have the same concern, or do you think we'd be okay going straight up back where we came from?
I think we're fine going back.
If you're worried
we
about it, you
came.
could just go to any of the other 600 different sewer entrances.
Let's just fucking leave.
I prefer that, yeah.
Well-
Let's go.
If we die, we die. Oh no.
Yep.
Preferably we don't die.
So you begin backtracking your way?
No, we front track.
No, we chase after them directly
Ooh.
while
Yeah, we
screaming.
actually run full speed ahead of them.
Stealthing or moving fast? Remind me, had you guys gone out into that, like, I think you had. Ooh, you're actually
I
very
don't.
lucky. I remembered where you guys rested. You guys went up to that, like, central room with the different paths and went into one of those paths to rest.
Yes. We
Um,
were off where we came from.
Yes.
I remember saying that.
Did you go back the way you had originally come into that pipe?
Yo.
Or or did you go into a different pipe?
I kind of want to, because I don't know how many people are walking after those. So I think maybe walking like one straight off, you know what I mean? Might be the smart idea. Or we could just say who cares and walk straight back the way we did.
Well, no, my question was when you guys went to rest. Because you guys went into that big atrium room where there were a bunch of pipes that converged. I know y'all had rested in one of those pipes, but I don't think it was said if it was the pipe that you originally came from or
No,
a different
it
pipe.
wasn't. It was a different pipe.
Okay. That was what I was asking. So backtracking back to the back to go where you had originally come from. Are you walking stealthily or are you walking just normally?
I mean, it
That's
can't
really-
hurt to stealth, but they did go the complete other way.
True. I think.
But some of us have loud ass feet, probably.
See, now why would you go?
I fucking said what I said. So, I guess we could stealth.
All right. I would like a group stealth check.
Yup.
Uh-oh.
Good luck, squad.
Alright. It was nice knowing y'all.
Can I give Estrel guidance?
Bruh.
Yes, you can.
Estrel, have a guidance, please.
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Let's
Emin
go.
with the
I'm so
18.
stealthy.
oh.
Wait.
You know what? That makes sense, though.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Does that guidance give me an advantage? Is that what it is?
No, it's a
No,
D4.
plus
Plus
Three.
D4.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
added a D4 to it.
Guys, I've never gotten guidance like this before.
Nice.
You should have disadvantage.
Oh shoot, my bad. Hold up,
Oh,
let me
Oh,
let me
do we
redo
all
that.
have
No,
disadvantage?
just the
Oh.
two that have heavy armors.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. That roll does not exist.
No, that
You
roll
still
would have
have
been
the
one of
1d4.
them. Stop deleting
Oh,
rolls
wait.
without me telling you to.
My bad.
That
I can
goes
still
for
count that roll?
everybody. Leave the rolls. Roll another
Alright.
one. If it's lower, you're taking the lower one.
It was a 14.
It was lower.
Of course it was. It's with the
Can I-
disadvantage.
Can I put emphasis on we would have waited for a little while before we walked out, if that helps for whatever.
No,
the
I mean
three
you guys
guys
had to
do.
finish your rest anyway. 1 success, 2
Oh.
success, 3 success, breaking even, and a fail.
Hey,
Not a
I
critical
guess I
fail,
broke
though.
even.
You did break even.
I broke
Um,
even. That's better than failing.
Overall, that is a successful check as a group.
Yay! Go squad.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what Baz would have rolled. Let me see.
A 2! I don't know.
This won't count against it, because Baz isn't here, and you know, but I'm curious what
Yeah.
Baz would have gotten.
Baz is still having lunch with that dude.
Oh,
Real.
you know, reasonable to consider that as part of it. Overall a success. You guys
Slay.
walk out of the tunnel slowly, carefully, quietly. And towards the end of it, there's a moment where Lynette, given that you can see in the dark, you see that Red is about to step on a particular section of the path that is covered in shit. And just casually, quietly, put your hand on Red's chest to stop him.
Mm.
And
Hang
Red
on.
avoids slipping and falling and making a large sound.
thank you.
I got you.
You reach the exit of this pathway into the large circular atrium room, and you see, standing at the just sort of either end, are two of the large metallic figures.
Are they moving?
They're currently not. They're both facing opposite directions. So one of them is they're facing towards each other.
Oh. So, oh, no.
But on either side of the room.
Bruh.
Do they look powered off or just not moving?
It would be impossible for you to know. They're remaining motionless, but considering that they're made of fire and metal, I will give you the fact that there is still, like, active glow.
Gotcha.
And they're at the what again? I'm sorry.
So there's this large circular atrium room where all the pipes let out. They are standing on either side of the room facing each other. It appears that they were put here as sentries in case you guys had not already made it past this room.
Is there another direction we could go?
Back in the pipe that you were in?
Are these the big dudes that almost killed us?
Yep.
Perhaps.
Okay.
But we're stronger and cooler now, if you think about it.
We haven't. Well,
No, we haven't long rested.
we haven't long rested, so
The majority
we
of
are
people
not
don't have their
stronger and
effects yet.
cooler.
But emotionally, we're cooler.
Emotion damage.
Emotional damage.
Well, yeah.
Perhaps we should find a different sewer to walk through.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, where would the next
You could try backtracking. You're not familiar with that path, but it's likely that you could find another entrance somewhere, as long as it keeps going up.
Anybody want to do that?
I suppose.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So there are 12 paths that converge into this room. I need somebody to roll a d12.
Ah, poo.
One person volunteer
have-
verbally so that we don't get more than one.
I've got you.
All right, roll me a d12. No modifiers.
Don't cook us.
Don't do it.
Oh,
Oh,
you know?
it could
right
go
in the
either
middle.
way.
All right, that's not bad. The path that you're on continues a fair amount, and it does begin to wind back up. You are looking to avoid 1, 3, or 5 with that.
Ooh,
Okay, cool.
just missed it.
You just missed it.
Hee
So the path that you're on does make it way all the way back up. It takes about 30, 40 minutes, but you do find another sewer entrance.
Epic.
Is this one guarded by meanies?
No.
Oh, sweet.
It was only the outlet room that all of them connected to that was guarded. Because if you had been still before that, they would have been able to trap you between two groups.
Okay.
Strategy.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I've learned my lesson from going first.
Okay, listen, I could go first. Realistically, I would probably go first. I'll go up there.
You
I would go after.
head up the ladder
Mhm.
and push the sewer grate open. You find yourself converging out of the street in in the section of the city nearby the Central Park.
Before
As you
I
push
come
up the
all-
grate, several people that are walking on the surface glance down and just look at you confused. and continue walking.
Real.
Before I come all the way out, can I see if anybody is like watching over this grate?
There's nobody. Well, make a perception check.
Boy, champion. But okay.
Oh boy. No.
No.
You look around. There's so much hustle and bustle
Alright.
right now that you can't really tell.
Okay.
Just-
Well, I'm gonna get out.
Just alright.
Alright, I guess it's safe. I'm gonna get out and like hurry everyone, and then like try to get us all to like join the busyness to look like we kind of fit in, even though we stank.
We stinky.
We stinky. You, one by one, begins coming out of the sewer. You do get a variety of weird looks as people are watching, or begin to stop and sort of like watch as a group of people come out of the sewer in the middle of town.
Yeah.
I might just like look back at them,
It's
like
classic,
what?
you know.
Yeah, just what do you want?
I will say earlier, there is a point when about two of you have got up that somebody looks at you and then quickly makes their way off.
I think they know something.
Get them.
Eat them.
I mean, it
is
won't. They
I'm
know
not
we're
very
Time
fast,
to
fucking
chase
but-
down
now.
another person. Chase down time.
Are we actually
Lynette
gonna go
is
chase
now
them
the
for them?
fastest person in the party.
Are we actually about to
mean-
go fight? Like chase this dude down?
They were,
I mean, bro's suspicious, and they
suspicious
looked at us funny.
and then ran off to go do something.
Uh,
We've
Right.
chased people. We have chased people down for less.
Yeah, and
And,
then we
like-
also chased someone into the sewer.
For
We did.
less.
I'm gonna like big sigh and look to make sure Astrale's out of the thing and like safe.
Estrella would
and
be
I'm
out
just
at this
gonna
point.
go,
I said the first
I'm
two of
already
you.
gone.
Well, I
I'm
said the first two of you.
booking it after them.
So this is the rest of you are still coming out. Estrella has made it out. Lena is booking it after them.
I'm running.
Oh.
Wait! Hold! Wait a second!
Why are we running? Why are we running?
Why are we running?
They turn. This
running.
woman turns and like looks at you now, running after them, and they begin to at the best of their speed, run away screaming at the top of their lungs.
Not again.
No. I want
Guards!
assistance.
Guards,
We need
help!
assistance. I am a guard. I need assistance. As I'm like sprinting after her.
Wait! Let me help you. Stop resisting, citizen.
Stop resisting,
I
citizen.
am a guard.
She's like,
The
"What?
You're
I'm
calling
the,
for
uh,
me.
I need help, guards. I'm literally a guard.
the person
I am
dressed
the
the
manager.
person dressed in studded leather armor
No, bro, being
Uh,
I am the guard.
that looks like they're made of stone and fire that came out of the sewer grate begins
Yeah,
chasing
look
this random
intimidating.
person.
Why
As
are
the
we-
rest of you
Yeah.
begin coming out of the sewers, you see a couple other people hurriedly make their way off.
Oh, okay, great.
The fuck is all your problem? Charlie doesn't give a shit.
Charlie, you, if you were watching any of them, would see one of them does go across the sort of park, and begins talking to a guard.
Oh,
You try to help the fucking mayor one fucking time, and suddenly everybody has a goddamn problem with it.
Lynette.
I'm gonna let Lynette keep running because I'm not that fast.
Oh, Lynette's already gone. You weren't out of the sewer by the time Lynette was gone. Lynette. You round a corner as you're gaining on this woman, given that she had a bit of a lead before you started running. As she runs up to some guards and begins pointing your direction. They listen to whatever she's saying before looking directly at you as you are assumably still barreling down the street towards her. They gesture her behind them and lower their spears towards you. Not in a position to charge, but clearly
What the flick?
a warding gesture.
Yeah, like what the flick is this?
Halt! What are you doing? Why are you chasing this woman? And why were you in the sewers?
Like now? Can you hear me? My Wi-Fi is being messed up.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I just mean sure. I was just gonna kind of like stop with like my hands on my hips, like, oh god, we're helping the mayor.
Uh-huh.
You could take me to him and ask.
Why are you
Would this have
chasing
been
this
enough
woman?
time to have made it towards where Kay is?
Probably not.
Okay.
Especially if you're walking.
I mean, mid jog.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, would
But I
have
would
been
still
sprinting.
be there, right?
If you went off after them, you'd be there fastest. Just it's a question of whether or not
Oh,
you
I
went off
would.
after them.
I saw Lynette running and I was gonna run.
Okay. Yeah, then yeah, you would be there shortly after.
We're just trying to get assistance.
Hold on.
Oop.
What happened?
Is stream okay?
Is stream
Did your
okay?
internet crash? Oh, nope,
I-
it crashed. Your internet crashed, I guess. A little bit.
Stream's gone.
It's up still.
It's still going.
It's up, but that it doesn't mean it's shitting.
Alright, one sec, guys. Let's let that work its way out.
Wait.
Whatever's
Are you seeing that on Discord too? The little like.
Oh yeah, do you have
Triangle?
the red bars?
No, I've got green right now.
Oh.
Sometimes when like quote unquote internet
OBS says reconnection successful.
Hey,
Nice. Are we live then? It still says we're offline.
Let's see. Did everybody get booted out?
Nope.
of the call? No, just the three of us, like I said.
No, I
but,
meant
like-
of the
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Of the
Loaded back
foundry?
in now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess I got booted out.
I never got
Oh.
booted at foundry.
I
I
didn't
never
get
got
booted
booted out of
either.
Foundry.
I didn't get booted, but I just reloaded the page.
Ah.
Because
Oh,
I thought
I
maybe
didn't-
my website was my browser was fucked.
I was too afraid to
Because
read
I
it. I was too
literally
afraid to
cannot. I literally cannot. Like Twitch will not load.
do that.
So.
Twitch still won't load for me as
people
well.
are down detector. People are reporting up.
Oh, we're
Uh-oh.
live. We're live.
Are we?
We're here. Hi everybody.
I still
Hi,
have
guys.
failed to load.
Who missed us?
Okay. Cool.
Gulp. Twitch is. I looked on the down detector thing, and it's going up.
Mm,
It seems like it's back, but I'm not seeing it that it's back.
Hi.
Hey Weeb, how you doing? I loaded it on my phone so I can see that on my phone. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
I saw you join on your phone just now.
Oh yeah?
I saw the counter go up.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
it do be like that.
Well,
Weird.
rip. Your internet.
Yeah. Hopefully that's solved.
Well, I knew it wasn't my internet because I was like, the Twitch or what is it, Discord just seemed like it was just like, I'm gonna update now, and that's what it seemed like. And then Twitch doesn't work, but when I use like my phone, Discord wasn't working, but Google and TikTok were able to load perfectly
Huh.
fine. So I was like, okay, so it's not my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there's some
Weird.
form of technical difficulty.
Twitch still won't fucking load.
It won't load for
Help.
me either. So let's give that a minute. Let her cook. Hopefully she fixes herself.
I like that.
Let her cook.
I have the message ready for when we came back. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
goodbye, Isaiah.
Uh-oh.
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 Well, this isn't good.
No, no. Is it gonna happen again?
It
We're
Not
all on
again.
could.
we're all on borrowed time.
We might have
Oh.
like 20
So
minutes of tech
good.
difficulties.
If it keeps happening like consistently for like the next maybe 10 minutes, should we not stream today?
No, we will keep trying.
Okay, well I don't want to be here for 2 hours going
Well-
technical difficulties.
I would
Yeah.
still like to try to have
Also-
stream today,
Do-
so we'll
If-
try to write it out.
okay. Do you want to have stream or do you want to still have session?
Well,
That's a good
Because if we have
question.
technical difficulty, stream's not happening. But
then we can still record it.
We can. It will still be recorded, and we can still have it edited together so that it's fully fixed. And anybody that rides it out will still be able to watch it with the same effectiveness. So I'd say let's try to write it out.
my freaking Twitch won't load.
If you
if-
want to do
Oh my god,
something in the
welcome
meantime, like
back.
you're free to like pull up a game. I see no
Well,
reason not to hang
Isaiah's
out.
alive.
I'm back.
if
Welcome back.
What
by any
happened?
chance
That's
your
weird.
Wi-Fi's die, if you guys want to text me, I can send out a message. If it just straight up dies and like won't
Yeah.
come back, I can do the everyone
If
message.
it dies, we'll have to like.
Beamer has my phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think as long as like the power hasn't gone out or anything, so I think it should come back online. And this is widespread, so it's not just us. So
because it'd be one thing if it was just me and Kyle, but
yeah, it seems to be Isaiah as well.
I blew up too.
I exploded.
You blew up a second time. Which
I
makes
mean,
me
it
worried
seems
about
like
the other
well,
two.
OBS is going through, so that's one of the reasons why I'm like, let's let it ride out, see what happens. Twitch is just fixing itself.
My Foundry isn't loading now.
That's because I'm still shitting.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nothing's
All
going
right,
to
well-
work fully until our shit stops shitting.
Everything chills.
Yeah.
Can you guys go on Ookla speed test? I just want to know what your speeds are at. Out
Sure.
of curiosity.
Oh sure. What is it called again?
The speedtest.net.
Probably like dog shit. Let's find out.
And
I
it's
think that's the
OOKLA.
I heard a doorbell.
Yo.
who ordered
Man,
food?
we're having all the interruptions all at once.
I mean, it's good that it's happening now.
True.
Ookla speed test?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just curious. See if it's like what issue it is.
Well, it could be a provider issue as well. That would be.
Oh, you're so right.
It normally whenever it's really bad, sometimes it'll say if the provider is having a lot of complaints in the moment, it'll say it on this website.
Okay.
After you get your results, because it also goes by location. Make sure this isn't shown on Okay, you're good.
Perhaps
Because at the end it does show
Don't-
your IP address.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be a little goofy.
All right, mine's
Be a
running.
little funny.
Pookie, would you mind grabbing the food?
Mine thinks I'm in a different city. Okay.
Lovely.
I got $2.99 download, which is not great. Yeah, that's rough.
Oof. Ow.
Mine's still
It's kinda
running.
crazy.
It thinks I'm in San Diego. Oh boy.
What's that upload?
Okay, not actually that bad.
What's yours?
Uh,
Oh, about the same.
293. Yeah.
Yours is actually a little worse.
Crazy. I want to take this time to do my homework. Yes.
Smart.
Mine was my download is 293.91 and my upload is 18.89. Right.
Yeah.
Pretty bad there.
I forget that you can attack with produce flame.
Yes.
I forget. It goes 30 feet and it does 1d8 fire damage. Can you imagine
Reduce yours as
a
well?
17th level spell slot and using it on produce flame?
Weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
using
That
it.
would be
Wait,
so
for
funny.
for what?
For produce flame.
Uh-huh. For what?
Can you for a 17th level spell slot?
A 17th level spell slot?
It says 7. Oh, sorry, at 17th level. My bad. I thought it was a spell slot.
I was like,
Don't know why.
hello?
I'm reading so many of these that I forget. I'm like, oh god.
Okay, anyway, my download is 299 and my upload is 22.
Hmm.
I mean, it
Not
seems
bad.
something seems to have stabilized, at least.
Something is wrong, but we don't know what it is.
Something is wrong, but it seems to have stabilized. Are we coming through on Twitch for those of
Yeah.
us that aren't? We are?
Yeah.
But the table's not working.
I'm on the
Question
table
mark.
still.
I'm also
I'm
on
on
the
as
table.
well.
My thing
Emin's
open.
not. Oh boy.
Weird. Do you everybody just close and restart it?
If I close it, I feel like it's going to. It rolls dice.
Oh,
I feel like it's
Emin's
gonna be
here.
stuck reload. That was me.
Oh.
The spectator is set to Emin because Emin has the most sight.
Aha.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I can still load the table.
Okay.
I
I'll try
reloaded the
reloading
page
as
and it still
well.
worked.
Okay.
It loaded for me, I think. Yes, it loaded for
it
me.
loaded for
Hmm. I'm gonna start recording right now in case that this part of the VOD doesn't properly save.
Yeah.
Because we
Sounds
could. I mean, we have two options. We can keep going as is, hope that the Twitch problem gets fixed later because it's coming through on Twitch for K, so that means that we're probably coming through Twitch for anybody that's not in the LA area. That means I won't be able to see the chat. Womp womp.
I can have it open.
That would be good. Also tell Weeb I said hi. Because I saw that they texted something, but then I stopped being able to get updates.
And then we died it.
Then we died it.
They haven't said anything back. So. And they can
Okay.
hear you.
Good. Hi, Weeb. If you're still there. Womp womp on the lag issues and whatever's happening in the LA area. Not great. So we have two options. We could record and make sure that something goes up. We could wait a little bit longer and then do that and hope that the problem clears in the next like 10-15. Yeah, those are kind of the two options. It's either fuck it, we ball, go right now, or give it a minute, hopefully unshit itself entirely, and then record for safety.
Where is Hold on. I might have just found the issue.
Hmm.
Or not. It might have been an earthquake in Westlake Village. There was a 4 point something 28 minutes ago.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah. It says
LOL?
4.1 earthquake rattles Westlake Village area. So it might have been an earthquake that just knocked out your provider for a second.
Well, let's give her a minute.
Mhm.
Y'all want to play a round of Settlers of Catan?
You know, I'm
I'm
alright.
gonna keep
Yo.
making
That's fair.
spells.
Well, now's a good time to do a little bit of D&D homework. For those of you that haven't done it already.
Oh, or it could have been a person at a hospital being electrocuted. That also could have
Bruh.
been it.
Ooh.
Apparently that happened 3 minutes ago. I don't know.
It started shitting a little bit longer than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 15.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that really
I
sucks.
apologize
It was
to
a
the person.
trespasser though, so I don't know. A
Well.
great area.
Maybe don't trespass, but also rip you.
Why would you trespass at a hospital though? How do you trespass at a hospital? The hospital.
Mm,
Man. It looks like it
if
might
you're
have been that
asked to
earthquake.
leave by somebody that works at the hospital, and then they tell you that you have to leave, then you can be issued a trespass.
Okay.
You need to leave.
Thank you.
No.
I thought that was funny, but I was eating a bunch of food at that exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
it
literally,
looks-
same.
But I appreciate that.
Or why is that showing that? I don't know.
Yeah. My foundry still isn't loaded.
Odd. I reloaded and mine's still working.
I've tried opening the link again. Reloading.
It says it's up. Odd.
Maybe just having sympathy pains.
Probably.
Their server might be on the same thing as whatever happened to you guys too, though.
That could be it.
And it's just taking a little bit longer to reconnect everybody. That's my best guess, at least. Or it
Well, I'm
hates
glad
all
we
of
caught
us.
it.
Mhm.
It's possible that the link updated itself. Because I know everybody else just reloaded the page. Oh. Twitch? You come back?
Which is still here.
No, but it's not here for me yet. It looked like it might
Oh.
come back for a second. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully. A Duff-wicking ghost. I'm gonna make sure it's the same link. Yep, same link.
I'll try reloading again.
That's so weird. I wonder what it must have been that earthquake.
Maybe. I don't know when it happened.
About 20 minutes ago.
Because I don't know if it happened a couple hours or just recently.
Hmm.
Because this says 5 hours ago, 4 hours ago. I don't know why it came up as 20 minutes, unless another one hit 20 minutes ago.
Or the article just got published then.
That too. Whoa. It's a lot of earthquakes, California.
Yeah.
I kind of miss them. I'm not gonna lie. Drop, cover, and hold on.
Got some new ones.
I know, I never really heard of hold on before. It says hold on to your shelter until the shaking stops. Be prepared to move if your shelter with your shelter if it shifts. Never was taught that one in school.
There's no down detections in LA for Twitch. Weirdly.
It must have been your provider. Something happening with that.
Isaiah, are you on Verizon?
On Wi-Fi. It is, yes, Verizon Wi-Fi.
Okay, it's probably Verizon Wi-Fi then.
Here, let me look up Verizon.
Isn't there also like an Amazon boycott this week?
There are 2 reports of outages at 5:12. Going to 6 p.m.
Gulp. I don't know about an Amazon boycott though.
I think there are a couple
I don't know what
boycotts going
Amazon
on, but-
owns.
I know Amazon is linked to Twitch because you can get the Twitch Prime from having an Amazon
Oh, that's
account.
right, that's right.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be shutting down Twitch.
Unless somebody decided to be funny.
But then every Twitch would be down.
Real.
Huh.
There is a spike for 6 p.m.
Yeah,
It's
I see that.
25 reports
Where? What? Wait, on what side?
currently at 6 p.m.
Huh.
Or 6:14, sorry. There's been 25 reports. So I'm assuming something happened.
For Verizon or for Twitch?
Yeah, no, for Verizon.
Interesting.
Because I don't think it was a Twitch issue. I think it was a Verizon issue.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm.
Well, we kind of have to just ride
So?
it out then. Hopefully it'll be fixed quick.
Crazy.
So how's everybody doing?
I'm good.
Back
So
hurts.
tired.
Real? Oh.
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 Pookie, no!
I think
No.
Pookie's having the worst struggles out of all of us.
I think so.
Was it Isaiah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey,
You good?
is it just me that keeps dipping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just keep Yeah, I just like the Wi-Fi just no longer exists.
Oh, weird.
So it's especially
Yeah.
bad around you.
I'm so special.
Someone must have
Well,
hit
yes.
something, like a pole or something.
Thanks,
It
Probably.
was me.
Or
I
something
decided to play
exploded.
bumper
Oh,
cars.
come on.
My bad,
God,
guys.
Momo,
My
what the
ass
fuck?
was so fat that it exploded the fucking cell
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah, I had too much crab boil last night.
Real.
It was delicious though.
Oh, one of our friends is doing tarot readings.
Oh,
Cute.
we get one for our stream.
Oh, hey, it's back.
Nice.
We're back.
Is it?
Hey,
Are we back?
it's back on my end.
It's back on mine as well.
All right, cool.
We're alive!
Hurrah.
Well, hopefully that means it unshitted for the rest of the day.
Gulp.
We will
I
find
have it
out.
ready for good.
We should be good to keep going then.
Is everybody ready?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am. Is everybody else?
Yeah.
Yippee.
Cool, cool. Emin, just double checking.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right then. We pick back up. Okay, the guards were leveling their spears towards you, and shoved the woman
Mm.
behind them.
And I told them that I was working for the mayor. And that was the
They
last
don't
thing that was said.
seem to believe you, but please make me a persuasion check.
Bars Wiggling.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I have +4. Oh, wow. All right. Well,
Right.
I'm proficient too.
Sure you are.
No, we're being honest.
Maybe
You're aware
you
of
should
the
give more
mayor's-
details.
Are you aware of the mayor's current situation? I don't want to spread family details, you know.
Well,
Listen, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but you've been acting suspicious, and you were chasing after this woman.
Because I wanted her assistance. That's all. She ran off. And we met eyes. That's all. Then she kept running. I want to make sure she was okay after.
Kind
I
of
thought she tripped a
disorienting.
little back there.
am I almost there?
Yes, but as you're walking, you do notice that the other set of guards that the other person had gone up to are also walking towards you at this point.
Just
Towards
if
Kay
you
and
want it.
Towards you,
Straw?
because the
Oh,
rest of
okay.
the group had been, like, filing out still.
I'm walking over to Lynette and Australia. I don't really give a shit.
Yep.
I promise you, we are on official business here. No, it doesn't look like it. But we are.
Charlie and the rest of the group, you arrive.
Okay, why are we all being dramatic here? What's the problem?
They don't believe that we're working with the mayor.
I mean, well,
Second set of
Just
guards
'cause-
arrive.
Yeah,
just because they're not
looks a little
involved in
odd.
it doesn't mean it's our problem. We had leads that led into the sewer, so we went in there because we have reason to believe that something is going on in there. None of your business, but we have reason to believe something is going on in there, and we were leaving because we just dealt with a lot of bullshit in there that none of you are dealing with. But if the woman was freaked out by it, We apologize. We didn't mean to scare you, but you did look at us as though you knew something, and we wanted to speak with you, apparently. But if you wanted to scream, cry, and bring the guards involved, I suppose that's all right too. So did you know anything?
The guards step in front of her further.
Okay, she can talk. I don't care if you
She's not
block
saying
her.
anything.
Okay, well. She looked like she knew something. I didn't realize it was a crime to look at somebody and then...
It's not a crime
didn't
to
even
look at
talk about
somebody, but the fact that they were trying to disengage with you, and then this one of your individuals proceeded to chase after them to the point where they felt threatened, is enough
Well,
for us to ask you
that's-
to leave
Leave what?
this area.
No.
Oh, okay.
As
We need to investigate the sewers further, and we need to unwind afterwards, after dealing with that bullshit. We'll leave her alone. We don't really care about her. She looked like she knew something. We thought she did. Apparently not. So, whatever. But we will be continuing our investigation because it is impertinent to the mayor. And you can continue doing your job, which, I mean, no fault to you. You're doing your job, making sure the woman is safe. But we'll be going back to what we're doing, and you can go back to whatever it is you do. Where are we staying for the night? And he turns like to the others. In the group, specifically. That's what I meant.
Will be where we did before.
One of the sets of guards is going
Yeah.
to go lead the woman off.
I'm gonna shout over like, sorry.
Didn't realize leaving a sewer and just looking in her direction and then calling, please wait, meant you should run screaming in terror and shitting yourself on the street. But hey, you know, sometimes overreacting is a really fun activity.
It's
She
not
was
the.
concerned. She
I
ran
think you
quite
have a
fast.
misunderstanding.
So we're going to be going to where we stay for the night, which was... It was our colleague's
That
house,
way, I
correct?
think. Oh yeah, that place. Oh, I thought we were going back to.
oh, I thought we were
Uh,
going.
Either way, I don't really
Where
care.
is he?
I
by
just
the
want to take
way?
a fucking
might know.
shower.
He went to go investigate the festival, and y'all were supposed to meet up with him later when you found out anything.
Well, we
Oh, that's
need to
right.
relax. We need to bathe.
Oh. I
Yeah,
need a shower,
I need a
dude.
we can wait.
Um,
I need to restore my dignity.
Yes, your armor is quite dirty.
so
Ugh.
oh, well, do you even think he has a working shower? We should probably go to the end.
We should probably go to the end.
Yeah, I think we ought
At
to
least
tell
ask
them
to use the
that
showers.
that the city's rigged to blow before we take an 8-hour nap.
I was gonna say we shower, then go meet up with him, and then talk about it.
Yes. Because we look very suspicious right now, covered in muck.
Okay.
The guards are lingering nearby, keeping an eye on you.
I'm just gonna
Like,
kind of
as
like look back at them and look at the rest of us. Be like, oh man, we're hot.
I mean,
now.
hey, if they want to be suspicious and upset about the fact that they aren't working directly under the mayor for this mission, that is not my fucking problem.
They should have
So,
been better at
shall
their job to
we
work with them.
go to the inn?
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
It is interesting that
Mhm.
a bunch of random
Interesting.
people.
My bad.
It is interesting that a group of random people is working for the mayor and not their own guards.
Well, isn't it obvious? It's the fashion. We have better outfits. And Charlie's gonna start heading towards
One
the
of the
inn.
guards looks very offended.
Oh well.
Mwah.
I noticed if he's like super offended.
There's
I
his
see it.
jaw is dropped where he's like he looks like he's like
Oh my word!
I'm gonna like look him over like that's the truth.
he scowls
You
at
should have
you.
been better at your job.
Of wearing good outfits. That's
and
the
had
job.
better and had better style. I'll follow.
Oh,
To the end.
to the inn. to take
will
like a 5-minute
vaguely
shower.
follow
Yeah.
after you.
I don't care.
The guards
If they
do?
want to follow
Mhm.
me into the shower, that's
for
their
them.
problem for whatever they see.
Hey, yo.
Astraeal just
Are
like
they-
pauses
The guards
and, like,
stand outside
wait,
the
wait, wait.
showers. You all
Actually-
shower.
Literally. Wait, actually, are they gonna follow us to the inn?
Yeah.
Are you going to follow me into the shower as well? I don't believe I have enough soap for you all.
Not interested.
Great, go away. I'm
No.
going into the inn. I'm going
Do we
into
pass
the
the
inn.
mayor's house
No.
as we go by? Okay.
Mayor's house is on one of the far sides of town.
Okay.
I feel like that's a
Sure.
bad idea, like for a town to have the mayor be on the outskirts, because then bro could just be easily like
abducted.
infiltrated from the outside. Yeah.
It's not exactly
know-
on like the outskirts, but it is on one
Oh.
of the further sides.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Um,
I think that's good for this town because it's prone to burning.
That's real. I'm gonna go into my shower.
he's
and
actually closer to town hall than he is to the rest of the town.
I'm gonna take a
I think that-
fucking shower. I'm gonna bathe.
The guards do not enter into the building, though the idea of them being coat racks or towel racks while you guys shower is kind of amusing. They stand outside the inn for some time.
Would probably finish the shower in like max 10 minutes. Bro doesn't linger in there.
Even after being in the sewers all day?
Bro's efficient.
Astraeal is gonna take a sweet ass time.
Of course.
And
It would be hypothetically, arguably easier for Charlie to get clean of the sewers than anybody else.
Why?
Changeling.
Yes.
I'm kind of. I feel stupid. How does that work?
Your form's malleable. You could just like bend things in different
blob. You blob,
Blob.
and rinse off,
Yeah, you
and
could
then
my God.
blob.
Wait, no. Fill the tub with water and a bunch of soap, and then blob into the tub, roll around a bunch, and then return to normal and get out. Done. Bathing over.
you're just like barrel rolling.
I'm Jeff rolling in there, guys. Trust. I'm Jeff the land shark rolling
Does
in
nobody
there.
have prestidigitation?
Fuck no.
No.
Rip.
Prestidigitation. It makes it so you can smell nice. That's
It
one of
makes
the things you can do.
you can soil, unsoil, make things smell good, make rocks taste like good food, and a whole
Oh.
bunch of other stuff.
It's
Or the
very
most
fun.
important thing that you can do with it is make your friends think they're hallucinating by throwing like voices at them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And make
can-
your voice
Oh,
really loud.
thaumaturgy.
That's what. Oh wait, no, that is.
That is thaumaturgy, you're right.
That's thaumaturgy. My bad. But still, that's what our friend did.
No, I think prestidigitation you can still make verbal effects from different areas.
I don't know.
That's what.
I just
That's what
remember that
Sam
being
did.
thaumaturgy.
I think it's a thing you can do, but
Didn't
Sam
he
did that
make-
to
It's limited.
Ian.
Man, it made him think that he like soiled his pants, and then he was like, "Never mind, I fix it again."
yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
So is everybody showering?
I would have, I would have let Strail take his sweet time, but I'm going after him.
Oh wait, would Emin or Charlie have gone in the shower first?
Emma would have let Charlie go first.
Babes, because I'm gone in about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro's already out. You know what'd be
Charlie goes
funny?
in, the water
Charlie
turns on.
takes about 7 minutes.
The water
to,
turns
like,
off, Charlie gets out.
Yeah, bro's clean, squeaky clean. What is it? Charlie finishes the shower in 10 minutes. Char took like 2.5 hours.
Well, Strail's
checks
over
out.
here like having like candles
that
and like
checks
a
out.
bath bomb.
Brings out some rubber ducks.
A glass
I
of
mean, it's
wine.
convenient that y'all have two different bedrooms, so
Wait, where's that guy? Where is the guy that was with us?
he's just waiting in the below section.
Oh, okay.
Alright, anyway, I took
the
10
tavern.
minutes. See ya.
Is he not gonna shower?
He doesn't have none of you offered a shower.
I would have. Pour me man can if he wants to shower.
I
You
wouldn't
would
have.
come downstairs from your shower, see him sitting there, drinking a small cup of ale,
Feeling of poo.
smelling of poo.
You- Everyone else is like covering their noses while they're walking past him.
Yep.
Would you? Do you need a room to shower in?
Yes.
Okay, and I
Period.
tell him which room we're in, and I was like, Estrella,
Awesome.
are you down with me right now?
I assumed
Or
that
are
I
you
got
up
out of
there
the
still?
shower
Well,
before you.
Estrella went first, right?
But I mean, are you in the room still, or did you come down?
Yeah, I think I would be in the room.
Okay, I'll tell him the room and just go knock before you enter, please.
All right. Cool. Thanks. He books it upstairs.
Red, how are
I
you
need-
getting clean?
I need to unshit myself.
I just thought about that.
Oh
Red
yeah, how do you?
will just stand underwater for a bit.
Let it just slide off.
Like
Ugh.
he just takes a towel and like wipes off.
Red
Ooh.
walks like you guys get to the inn. Red waves goodbye, walks to the lake, walks through the festival, walks straight into the lake, walks out, grabs a towel, dries off.
Yeah,
Honestly,
kinda.
real.
Excuse me, citizens. I need to clean. Wah, 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 wah. Bubble, bubble, bubble.
Yep, you got it.
That's exactly how it happened too.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
No notes.
Same sounds and everything.
Perfect. I did it, guys.
Sometime next week.
Squeaky clean.
Shiny and brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like a new robot.
I feel like a new red. Anyway, y'all finish your respective cleanings. It is late at this point.
Is everybody out and like all
Yeah.
squeaky clean? Okay, so to the festival. Hopefully he's still there.
Yeah, we need to tell people and then take a nap.
Yeah, no nap. Let's find. Oh my god, I'm blanking. No,
Alder.
We went back
Alder.
and found
I was trying to think of the name
Alder.
of the trading company. Okay, let's tell Alder then.
You guys head your way to the festival grounds. Seems like a lot has been set up. A lot of the people have dispersed at this time because of how late it is. Though you do see some people walking by holding candles. It seems generally more of like an intimate matter at this point. Most people are walking in like small groups or couples. And seem to be just going and standing by the lake. At this time,
Where's Alder? Oh, okay.
leaning up against a tree, you would hear just a, "Hey, over here."
Boy, have we got great news.
Oh, I expect as much. Kept me waiting all day.
Yeah, the joke is that it's not
Doing-
great at all. The entire town is rigged to explode.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Sarcasm.
is that? Oh, okay.
We also I'm gonna point to the guy to the dude
Who's this?
that we have. He was with them down there. Also, we found out how they
Hi.
are making the metal guys.
They're throwing people in
and
'em,
where the
yeah.
missing individuals are.
Yep.
Were.
Which missing individuals? Kinza and somebody else missing?
The townsfolk.
Oh, the
Because
towns.
you didn't know.
I did hear a little bit about that while I was looking around.
Yeah, the
Yes.
missing townsfolk are being turned into the giant machines, and we
Well, that's not
believe
good.
Kinza's probably down there because they have a weird little room for children's things.
And Holden.
Ah, yes. I thought he was dead. but you were looking to see that if he was alive or not. Yes. You found traces of them?
I'm gonna turn to the dude. Just go. Would you like to share the information?
I mean, I wasn't in there, but I can do the gist. I think your friends there points at Baz and Astrael. They were the ones that went in there. But they moved a child a few days ago, I think, or not a few days ago. The child got there like a day or two ago, and then they moved her earlier today.
She
Interesting.
certainly is gifted.
Oh yes, Kinza.
Yes.
Quite.
We found gears. I mean, they weren't of
Gears.
finest quality, but still very impressive out of her range of making.
Kinza doesn't have any talent with gears or contraptions.
That was probably
Maybe.
Holden stuff.
Yeah, maybe Holden.
Hmm. Well,
Weren't there
still.
like runes and stuff?
Oh, yes, there were.
That sounds like Kinza. Inscribed on
There
some
we-
sort of children's toy, I assume?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that would be Kinza.
that sounds
From
about
everything
right.
that I gained in my time as her tutor, that is a habit of hers.
Interesting habit.
She enjoys creating effects on her toys. She's young.
Sounds quite fun.
Fair
I would
enough.
have done the same thing if I were her age and had that kind of talent.
Do you have any clue why she has that talent?
Not
Like,
at
so
all.
great at that age?
I know that it's been something that she's been lightly trained in, especially since I got here a little bit. But I know it's something that she's been dabbling in for some time. I think her previous mentor had also been messing around with it a little bit. Not much. He didn't know. He was trying, I think, to train her, but not in the right way for her abilities. The book that I started using with her was more helpful.
Previous mentor, as in the same one whose identity you took on?
Yes. The one that sold her to this group.
Almost forgot about that.
Well, I did hear something about that. If I remember right. I think they moved her last night, but I remember they were talking about it being easy to locate what they needed because of the tutor, I think is what they said. Right, so that would explain why they took her then. They need her for something.
They were. Did you guys talk about the pit? No, he did, right?
The pit?
The
Pit.
like for the machines.
Oh, you mean
The one that they
the
were digging.
enchantment circle?
Oh no, the one they were
Mhm.
digging.
I'm-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't remember if he told us or if those two found
Do
out and they
you
didn't say it.
mean the
'Cause
mines?
yes, but I don't know if Lynette knows about it or not.
I think
Which is
you
why I
were
was asking
brought
if it
up
was
to
shared.
speed, but Red and Charlie and Emmon know the most about the pit.
Okay, never mind then. I don't.
Or the mines, rather. I guess it's now a pit because the elevator is gone.
LOL.
Oh no, not the mines. Where sorry, where they found the toys and the runes and the
tunnel.
gears and stuff. The
Not a pit.
tunnel, yes, the one that they were digging
Yes.
or shackled. One of
Yes.
the two. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry.
Ah. Then no, that had not been explicitly described. Just a room that they were holding
Okay.
Kinza.
Never mind then.
You can say it if you
I
want.
don't know anything.
You
I
saw
thought I
it?
didn't know anything
No,
about it.
you know that. I thought you were talking about the mine.
Oh. I know that I didn't go down the tunnel, so I didn't want to
But
bring
you
up
were
something that
told.
doesn't. Uh, it, our friend here said something about digging in some type of temple, so I'm assuming they may have found a lead to.
Yeah, they were looking for a temple, I think. They had a couple places where they were digging or looking around. The tunnel down there, I think, was one of their attempts, and they were looking in the mines because they got submerged through the lake. So they thought that it might have been either they might have been close, or maybe that was a cover, or maybe the entrance is through that submerged portion. I don't know. I didn't get full details. I just picked up what I could. Well, that is helpful.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, better than nothing. It gives us a place to look to start with. Something to further investigate. It seems the lake keeps coming up. Well, there's a couple options that we could take. We could go back down into these sewers that you had found and investigate through the older sections that you had mentioned and see if we can find our way in from there. Or we could go through the mines.
Well, the mines is interesting because we blew up, and by blew up I mean dropped the elevator, so the only way in there is through the stairs.
Why did you drop the elevator?
They were coming up from the elevator.
Well, I suppose. You might.
So we cut it,
Ooh.
and then it fell.
Why didn't you just leave?
Because they were coming up with the elevator.
Why not hide?
There were like 8 children to save.
Now that makes sense.
Unless you know, fuck them, but whatever.
No. I was just clarification. I was just wondering why you didn't just.
We felt like it. It was amusing. I don't know.
Nah, sure.
Those are some fun answers.
Well, first I'd say it's good to rest considering how late it is, so we could turn in for the day, but it might be wise to figure out what we're doing for tomorrow.
Oh, and one of Emin's weapon was also stolen by one of the, I guess, assassins? Question mark.
Why would they take that?
And they, because it's cool, and
It's cool.
we don't. Well, fuck if I know what it actually is, but seems to be very ancient item. Guess they wanted it. And that's a problem, so we should probably get it back.
What did it look like?
I really just want to say old and then stare at you, but I'm not going to. But it did in fact look old.
Looks at Edmund. What exactly did this look like?
Charlie's like, I
remember
want to
it-
troll you, but
having oh god, where did I write this down? I know I wrote it down. Listen. Oh, I think I wrote it in my notes. That's why. It was a great sword with. I'm pretty sure it had like a lion's mane or like a lion's head on the end of it, and it was associated with the deity Cataphan.
What was it made out of?
I'm not great with my metal names.
I think it was like nearly rusted.
Rusted? It wasn't made out
think
of some
Yeah.
kind of
so.
stone or material like that?
Don't believe it to have been.
Don't
It was
think so.
pretty fucked, honestly.
It's probably nothing then.
What? No, 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 no. What was that?
Just no.
Well, it
Run it
sounded
back.
similar to what I would have expected from some kind of artifact of a deity, but usually they have certain similar qualities, especially if they've been sitting around for some time.
What kind of qualities?
General things, depends on if they're awakened or not. If they've been dormant for quite a while, they go into an atrophied state. I haven't seen one in quite some time, but I have done some research on the subject.
I've seen quite a few.
Oh?
That's why I was saying it looked old as fuck and was beat to shit.
Oh. So you think it is one?
No, they just had visions of a god when they held a specific weapon for no reason.
See, that wasn't mentioned.
You didn't ask.
You gotta be specific.
Hey, also Charlie did start talking, but then he went, "I'm addressing Emin instead." So
To
listen.
be fair,
That
there
is
was a
fair.
big gap where it sounded like that was all you were gonna say.
No, he's just memeing with him a little bit. Why can't he yes and engage in the banter? Come on, man. You want info? You gotta banter with me. You gotta put up with the torture. I didn't realize it was that funny, guys.
No, it's just it's been so serious about this stupid weapon, and then he's just so sassy.
Well, you know, Charlie. That's how.
I know. It's just I forget every single time how sassy you are with him. He's like, "You're cool," and then if you annoy him, he's like, "Fine then."
He's like, "Well, fuck you, man." So anyway, he said, "You didn't ask."
Well, that's not pleasant. That means
Certainly
one of them
wasn't.
probably recognized it as well.
Well, fuck knows they're not going to be able to awaken it if it's supposedly the god that everybody is talking about.
I wouldn't be certain of that.
I mean, most of them you have to do specific things to get it to awaken for you.
Depending on the deity's persuasion, yes. But
Well,
Katafen is a deity that values strength and action.
yeah, not that fucker.
Not that one, but if they
somebody
were to
else
pass it
there,
off to
yes.
somebody else in their group,
And that's also assuming that they even know how to awaken something like that in the first place. A lot of them have very, very specific things, not just to appease the god, but to fix the weapon. There's even more you have to do.
sometimes it varies
Not-
between deities.
Not, you know, it's not obvious.
It helps when your goals are aligned or a deity already likes you, from what I've read, but certain
Charlie side-eyes Emin at that one.
proving grounds can make a good way to awaken things. Feats of strength or skill, brutal talents. If it is what I think it might be, if somebody there knows and has the capability to awaken it, that could come back to bite you.
Knew I should have gone after him.
Okay, well, maybe that is not the lesson we should be taking from this, but sure, whatever. Boop boop.
Yeah, boop boop.
Boop boop.
Boop, boop.
Unrelated to the weapon, but also probably an important fact. But how well versed are you in stones?
Further elaborate.
We found one. He's gonna stare at him again.
He points at a rock on the ground. Me too.
Look at
Okay,
you.
it looks a little more special than that stone.
There you go.
It was fiery in the middle of a giant rune.
There you go. Can I see this?
I don't have it. Look at the rest of you guys, because I don't remember who
I
has it.
think Red has it.
Redacted. Took
It is
it.
red.
Yeah, I'll bring it. Grab it out. There you go.
He
Whip it out.
glances at it in your hand.
What?
Oh. Well, this is interesting that they have that one of these.
What is it?
These are quite hard to make. Consider it a form of sending stone. It's not. It doesn't work for that purpose, but it's more for communicating with matching stones. This is refers to as a lodestone. If you said that there was explosives beneath the ground, runes, I'm assuming, this might be what you could consider a focal point in the chains that link them together. If you were to take out enough of these, you might be able to stop the chains from linking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna take a fucking
But
long
I find it
time.
unlikely that there'd be only one. They're quite expensive, though, so you're probably looking at somewhere between 3 to 5. Although if there are 3, you would need to deactivate at least 2 of them. If there were 4, you would need to deactivate at least 3 of them. It could go either way with 5. It could be 3 or it could be 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if we know how many runes there are all over this place.
But without these lodestones, it appears the runes would not activate. Is that correct?
Likely. Or at least not activate in a chain, if that was what they're meant to do. One causing all of them to go off at the same time.
Understood.
It would probably force them to either localize it to one site or to begin setting them off one by one by manual.
The assumption is that they are trying to level this place so they can see where the temple is specifically. That'd make the most sense, because why else would you bomb a city for no reason? Because they've already been trying to drill into the lake, didn't work. So might as well just fucking level the whole thing.
I'm
Well-
slightly concerned they might do that during the festival.
It could always serve a
At the
different
very-
purpose as well.
And what other purpose?
Well, it depends on what they're looking for in this temple or what this temple houses. They
Maybe a way to activate the weapon. Fuck if we know.
possibly some temples could hypothetically do that, but more what I was referring to is like your friend here said. Yeah, hi, how you doing? That if they needed Kinza for something, they did say that. Yeah.
Yes.
Then maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe it would be some part of a ritual that needs a large amount of sacrifices, or some form of warfare against something else. I couldn't say for certain because I don't know all of the details of this yet. We haven't uncovered enough to figure out exactly what they're doing. But there are a number of possibilities for what they're doing.
So we sleep for the night because we will all immediately eat shit if we don't restore resources. We find an entrance to the sewer that is a bit less obvious. Well, fuck it. We just go right in front of the guards in the sewers anyway. Who cares?
I don't really do very much here.
And then we try to get the weapon back and find more lodestones.
Did you find anything out while we were gone that we can add to
Not
that list?
too much. The festival's been going perfectly fine so far. I had some time to glance about the lake, think about different areas where I would expect a temple to be. So there's always the possibility of us just swimming down if we can find the right position. And it does seem like there is something odd about the lake. Not like off, but a lot of the foliage and plant life around the lake seems to be growing larger by the day.
Weird.
I saw one of the
Spooky.
fish get caught today. It seemed also odd for something like that to be that size.
Is there some type of way that whatever temple is down there, somebody is like not sacrificing, maybe actually sacrificing in order to have like bigger fish?
Possibly. I mean, there's a large possibility of something like that, but it seems just... I mean, I don't want to extrapolate just based off of the name, but the Festival of Growth and Abundance, with things literally getting bigger.
Makes sense.
It would make sense.
Kyle, would people in D&D know what radiation is?
Hypothetically. You maybe not.
Damn it!
You would know the term. You would know. I would say you would know the term radiation. Maybe not sources of radiation,
Damn it.
but like.
I was gonna make a joke and be like, they're putting radiation in the fish, but I don't know what radiation is. Damn it!
I mean, I feel like if you know, I mean, maybe.
They're
In theory.
they're turning the fish
putting-
gay.
Yeah, I was about to make that joke. They're putting fluoride in the
Me in the
water
middle of
supply
my
to turn the
sentence.
fish gay.
What does it mean in the middle of my sentence and you hear the light bulb go off in my head and just cut myself off
Yep.
instantly? They're turning the fish gay.
They're turning the fish gay.
They're turning the fish gay.
Not a gay fish.
Nor.
Isn't that a thing that happens in salmons? Like male salmons? Or not
What?
salmons. There's a fish.
I hope so.
There's like a large percentage of males in that specific type of fish that just are gay.
Here's hoping.
You're gay.
And then they go and they steal eggs from the straight couple fish.
Aw,
They're
man.
adopted.
I thought those were ducks or swans.
Was
Anyway.
it? Oh, it was swans. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
male swans.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Sorry.
My
Because
bad.
they'd be like, we're still mated for life, but you know what? We got this thievery.
But you know what we can do for life? Rob.
That's the solution.
Deal.
Forced adoption.
Anyway. So
Well, good soup.
According to
Anyway,
nature,
No.
you're gay. You can
No.
steal.
Are we going to the?
What are you doing?
We're done. I was saying, are we going back to sleep?
We're going.
Yeah, you cut us off
But
when
if
we were
we're
trying to talk about it.
Yeah.
Then fine then.
Oh God.
Sleep right here. Lynette falls asleep as she's standing. I'm kidding.
Falls asleep standing up.
Lynette turns into red and begins to power off. No.
Just pull a Baz and like sleep outside.
Happens to the best of us.
Baz is
Anyway,
going to
I did give my
sit
suggestion
underneath a tree.
of what we're gonna do, so
Oh, yeah. I don't think. I assume that every spot that has a lodestone is completely covered in the amount of people that we saw.
What do you mean?
And if
You're
there was a
guarded?
fuck ton of people down there.
there was a lot of people down there, and assassins, I would call them.
Well, it
And
could be.
if they
How
say
long
that they
ago were you
replaced
down
the
there?
lodestone,
Literally like a couple hours ago.
It could be
Yeah.
that they just have them working out to carve those runes that you were mentioning during the day and bring them back at night.
I mean,
maybe.
could be that as well, but
So there
doesn't
might be
mean there's
less
any
of them during
less.
the day.
It doesn't mean there's not going to be
We attacked
the
during the
same
day.
amount of some others.
You attacked around mid evening.
Oh, I thought we did during the day.
No, it was like you guys went down there at like 4. By the time you got all the way down there, it was like
Oh.
5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could. It doesn't. I mean, I guess it matters in that way, but also it kind of doesn't. Because especially
It
after
does.
we were caught there,
They might be on higher guard.
so.
But I
It-
would
it
also
kind of
say that it's
doesn't.
unlikely for them to keep more than one lodestone in the same place. You need to spread those out for a type of network.
Do you think by the time they would clear one, that they would have already replaced
Fuck
the
no.
other?
Absolutely not.
So
These
we would
are
potentially
incredibly
have to-
expensive. Incredibly difficult to make as well.
Well, let's just go to bed now, and then we can bully them in the morning. Where do we want to meet to go into the sewers? Are we doing it just in the middle of the town saying fuck it, or are we finding like a specific spot?
Fountain's always a good meeting point.
Might I suggest sleeping at your place? She's gonna quote your place, so that we are not sleeping on the bomb.
Probably wise. Though, depending on how far the sewers go, it would also include my place.
You might also have a better spot to get into the sewers.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
It is
I'm
on the
not-
opposite side of
either
town,
way.
so depending on where they put it, it might be a good place to look.
I'm fine with sleeping wherever, but sleeping on top of a bomb might be a little unsettling.
It's also possible that some of them aren't underground. If there are
Yes.
any ruins up here, they might want a lodestone somewhere hidden.
Lynette, you have found runes above ground, yes?
Yes, along the walls of some of the buildings. It looked like this. She's gonna point to her forehead.
Hmm.
But a little more.
Interesting.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Hmm.
Let me look at what I can do.
Bro's doing geometry.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might be nap time because I'm gonna mysteriously know locate object in the morning. I kind of think that'll be helpful.
I will somehow mysteriously be able to locate an object in this.
I
In the
will
morning.
Yeah.
somehow mysteriously be able to locate an object that I've seen
I
before.
mean, I think I can
Within
use it
1,000
to
feet.
locate the. I think I can use it to locate the other lodestones.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be fun.
You could also hypothetically use it to locate Emmon's sword.
True.
We could. I also. Oh,
And
never
if-
mind. I don't have a diamond. Oh, man.
And if I can see that fuck ass assassin again, I can cast Mind Spike and know where that bitch is on this plane for the rest of time. Until I sleep.
The rest of time until you sleep.
Yeah, so as long as I just never sleep ever again, I'm good.
So for 6 days before you die of exhaustion.
No, I'm built different. I'm built different.
For the rest of time for 6 days.
Yeah, for the rest of time, which is unfortunately 6 days.
Wow, that's big for you. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Before we leave the thing, for no particular reason, but does anyone have any diamonds? Or
Yeah, no, I
friendly
think I just have a
300
few
gold
thousand
pieces.
lying around in my
I have-
pockets.
Yeah, I got
Right?
a couple up my ass. I got you. I'm turning them
Listen,
into
Yeah,
I
coins.
don't know
that
what
was
everybody
part of
else
my
has,
background,
but
right? Was that I get 1,000 gold piece of diamonds. I think that was in the boundary agreement, the boundary form. One of my boundaries was having 1,000 gold pieces of diamonds in my bag to start the campaign with.
wait, if I heat up your hands, right? And then we get a
Yeah.
rock. Do you think with our powers combined we can make a diamond?
I
So
don't know if that's how it works.
first addendum I'm thinking about is rock, no, coal, perhaps. I think it does
Ooh.
have to be coal to do that with. I don't think it's just rocks. Secondly, probably not.
Hmm.
But if you had somebody with
Uh,
gravity magic,
Ooh.
Oh, with gravity
Maybe.
magic for sure.
it would take a while though, because it's pressure, heat, and time.
Ah,
Yeah.
so with
Okay,
our
so get
powers
somebody.
combined.
No, so get somebody with gravity magic, and then get somebody with time magic, and you're good.
Hypothetically, you could make diamonds like
Infinite
that.
diamonds.
It would take a lot of effort.
Infinite diamonds.
Oh, but imagine we just have 4 people that are just constantly making diamonds. On a short rest, we're making diamonds.
Oh, that would be like
Wait,
it would
Infinite
still
money
take
glitch.
a while. Because diamonds are
Wait.
formed over like hundreds of years.
Yeah, I was like, there's a
Yeah.
reason they do this underneath the ground over the course of
Yeah,
years.
it would take a lot of magic and
Which was my
several
third
days to
addendum to your
weeks.
plan.
If we get it to work, right, at some point, and I have a salt shaker, then we have infinite revivify.
I don't understand the salt shaker part.
It's a lot of salt.
You
I
require
don't want to
salt.
keep on buying salt.
Oh.
You need salt for revivify, and
Industrial bag of salt.
the idea, I made a joke about it yesterday when we were talking about character stuff, and the idea that instead of like just whipping out like a pouch of salt and like sprinkling a little bit of it, that they just grab a salt shaker and just go.
I do okay.
They
I
really
do like
liked
the
it.
Revivify salt shaker.
It's a lot
It
of
would be
work.
even
I mean,
funnier if you had like a salt and pepper grinder, but in one end it's the diamond, so you grind it as you're like doing the salt and then like shake it onto the person.
I'm
Now
like
we're thinking of
seasoning
photos.
them,
It's getting serious.
You're just seasoning them.
flipping them over to season the other side.
Like a burger.
Yes.
I feel like if anybody ever makes a chef character that has revivify, this is how they have to revivify people.
Oh yes.
This is that shit that Senji did in that one
Sanji,
episode,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think so. It would be, oh god, because you also
I
have
could just
verbal
imagine
components.
Kay's character walking around, but instead of a salt shaker, it's one of those like giant industrial bags of salt they use for like pools or whatever. And bro's just dragging that thing everywhere in like
It
a
would
little
be
like
So
cart.
now this isn't table salt.
if
Table
the
salt. This is
word
like
if the
like salt.
word for like the word that they have to utter while they're doing this, because spells usually have verbal components. The verbal component was something like cooking terms while
It's
they're like
fucking raw.
salting it and seasoning it, and then they like flip them over back onto their back and then just like flick their hands forward with like a little bit of harmless flame and then scream flambe and that revivifies somebody.
They keep shouting, "Yes, chef."
Flambe!
They wake up saying, "Yes,
Yes,
chef!"
chef!
They're like, "Well, that was weird. I'm alive
Well, this is
again.
a-
that
this
was
is
Well,
the
that was
concept
weird
we're
one.
going
Well, anyway,
Welcome to
one-liner
Asphodel
before killing
Concepts.
The bad
Back to
guy
game.
is, "Get out of my kitchen."
Anyway, back to game.
That was.
You could probably procure the salt shaker at any run-of-the-mill restaurant. But the diamond's worth a certain amount for the spell that I assume you're casting. Those are fairly costly.
1,000 gold pieces are costly.
300.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't
sorry.
just go to any shop to ask for those. You would need some sort of gem shop specifically, or a very wealthy person who's willing to sell them to you.
A gem shop, you say?
I'm gonna slowly look over at Estrell.
a gem shop, you
A
say?
gem shop, you
Wealthy
say?
person. in a
Nest
gym.
needing a rich person, you say.
A rich person, you say? That may, in fact, be me.
Just perhaps it is a time for me.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Well, do you perchance have any diamonds?
Perchance.
Or no, where we can get
No,
them?
I don't. I apologize. I don't have need of that kind of spellcraft.
Is it specifically
Spell.
diamonds that we have to use?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
I assume you're attempting to gather the components for Revivify in case any of your companions die.
It's expensive being a cleric.
It is.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Excuse me. Yes, I am. We the gem shop that you were at before, do you Estrell, do you know if they have any diamonds?
Do I remember seeing any diamonds?
In that gem shop, you weren't specifically
Yes.
looking, but it's very possible. That also might not be something they keep on display, considering how valuable they are.
What? You mean don't always display your diamond?
Your diamond's worth 300 gold specifically that people need to cast as a spellcasting component to revive people? No, you don't do that.
Yeah, I guess not.
The classification of diamonds specifically bought by the group of people that are typically, have coined the term murder hobos. Seems smart to
You
me.
got a discount from that guy, right?
I did. Let's see. Are we hoping to procure another one through paying for it, or
I mean, I assume that they're expensive. I just honestly want to know if they have any.
well, we could always pay a nice little visit.
We could do that in the morning.
Yes, that'll be saved for another day. I'm sure we can't go right now.
They're probably closed.
Probably. Also enjoying the festival.
Where are we sleeping? Are we sleeping at the inn? We did pay for the inn.
You did pay for the inn.
We might as well sleep at the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say we
Blow
paid
up,
for
I mean
that.
that sucks, but
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I don't know. Do we want to risk being bombed?
we could go.
Hey, at least we could go out
to
with a
the
bang
Oh, okay.
or a boom.
house. It'd be boom. Actually, be a whoosh.
True.
How far out of town is that dude's house again? I forget.
It is on the outskirts.
Who all wants to sleep at the inn and who wants to sleep at the dude's house?
I
I
will
don't
sleep at the
entirely
inn
care.
because I want to go to the library before we before I have to go to bed.
Real.
Fair.
I will sleep at the inn.
No. To the inn? I'm assuming, because I think the majority of us at the inn.
All right. I think
Okay.
that was everybody saying the inn, actually. You
Mm.
all go to the inn and begin to bed down for the night. Is anybody doing anything other than Red, who has declared that they're going to the library?
Shocker.
Now is your chance to speak up.
Speak now. Taylor.
I can't think of anything.
Nope.
If there's extra room in the morning, I'd like to go see the gem dude just to see if they have any.
Sure. Nobody else for the nighttime? Estrella, Emin?
No.
No.
Cool.
I can't think of nothing.
You all head to your rooms and begin to get ready for bed. I will leave you chances to do anything if you would like to in this time after I flip over to Red.
Yes.
Your library
The word
trip.
is lodestone.
The word is lodestone.
Yeah. Just plug it into fucking GPT. Tell me all I need to know.
What is lodestone?
You're researching on lodestones?
Yeah.
Please roll me a intelligence check for
Oh.
finding the books that you need and doing it in the quick enough amount of time. 22. That's very good.
Hell
You
yeah,
find the
brother.
books you're looking for. There's not too many of them. There's wide varieties of different explanations of it. Some say that it's for building. You immediately put that to the side because it's not what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Others suggest that it is a systematic of types of stones that can be used in certain rituals. They're usually center points, crucial points, similar to, ironically, building, that if you do not put into the ritual will collapse. So, for instance, if you have, let's say you have a spell that works as a circuit, like a circle, you would need at least 2 to 3 points to put this lodestone in, one of these lodestones, to allow it to keep flowing, because the charge of this of a spell like that would not last. It would not connect properly.
Mhm.
It's
So
essentially a way to focus the magical energy that you're flowing through a spell to other places that are further away.
is it like that they're a power source distributed across a wider area, and like are they like Wi-Fi boosters basically for
Yeah,
your
more or
spell?
less.
Cool.
That's a good way you could look at it. They're
Okay.
often tied to a central lodestone,
Mhm.
one that connects to the others that can communicate with them all, which is typically at the center.
Okay. Then using that knowledge, the map I have of the town with the runes, and now I can mark where the lodestone is, correct?
Yes.
Where that one we found. With that map and the not 100% assumption, but I want to like trial and error it, thinking there's quite possibly a lodestone in the mines because that seems to be another hub for them, and there's probably one above ground. Can I try and figure out likely areas the other two would be? If I'm guessing that the runes are concentrated on the festival area, but are probably around the whole city.
Sure. Um, can you do me an intelligence check to figure out exactly where underground you were for that first lodestone? You have a rough idea, but specifying might help.
I rolled another 22.
Okay. You would have figured that the storm drain, after thinking about it and even maybe pulling up a small map of the sewers and storm drain system, um,
Oh yeah,
leads
'cause
off underneath the lake. So that would be underneath the festival.
Mm-hmm.
So you would get one there.
And that's the one we
The
found, right?
you drawing a line to the mine, depending on the pattern. If there's 3, if there's 4, if there's 5, usually these are meant to follow geometric shapes. A square,
Mm-hmm.
a triangle, a pentagon.
I'm feeling inclined towards a triangle surrounding the lake.
If it were to surround the lake or to surround the town, there are 2 possible points that you get from the line that you have. It could either be on the far side of town, relatively close to the tutor's house, a couple miles away. Or it could be on the other end of the lake. If it's a triangle.
Mm-hmm. And that's with it.
Also
That's with
assuming
the
that the
second
mine
point being
is
at
a
the
correct.
mine.
Yes.
Okay. Would and do both of those scenarios work with, like, if considering both of those scenarios separately, do either of those scenarios have a problem with powering any of the runes that we know about?
It wouldn't entirely make sense for the one fully on the other side of the lake unless there was a system of caverns or something that there were also runes inscribed in.
Uh-huh.
And also what would be the point of blowing up the lake? Unless they're trying to empty it. There could be it could make sense if they're trying to exterminate the town or blow up the town for a similar reason. If it were towards the house, this all relies on there being one in the mine. In terms
Yeah.
of the patterning, again, there would have to be some sort of system of caves, or the mine shafts would have to expand far enough to link into the system, which you can't be sure of because you don't know the layout of the mines
Didn't I
and
get
you
a
haven't
map of the
explored them.
mines?
You saw a map on a sign of like a general like crosshatchy path, but it wasn't like a full map. And those are being updated constantly.
Is there a most recent version in this library? As like a
Unfortunately,
building
no.
records type deal?
The
Damn.
last one you would have found would have been, I don't remember exactly how long the mines have been shut, but it would be probably about 20 years old.
That's a lot of assuming. Does looking at the map and ignoring my assumption that there's a lodestone in the mines, does it make logical sense based on the map and what I now know about lodestones for there to be one in the mines? Like, is that a reasonable conclusion just looking at the evidence and
The
not
mines
and
are
taking
a
away the fact that,
bit
like, there were bad
far.
guys?
They're a bit far out of town if their target's the town.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing, you can tell that you're missing some key points that would help you lock that down from here. It's certainly a possibility, but to make the completely informed hypothesis that it is there, you would have to have the information of what else expands in the mines, why the mines as well, even though they're like several hours outside of town. Why not focus it specifically on the town itself? There's key points of information that would be missing to fully set that hypothesis, but it would probably still fit with the ritual. It would probably still link the network.
Okay.
So it's possible.
Hmm. What about if there's 4? I don't think there's 5, but what if there's
Forming a
4?
diamond shape, including the lake, the
4.
mine, the point that you found,
Yeah.
and the point over by
Maybe a parallelogram. Who knows?
it. Looking at that shape, it would make a lot of sense because the network would keep strong. It would include the town. It would also include the lake, which it seems that they've been looking for something in or around the lake.
Mm-hmm.
if your points that you've guessed are correct, logically speaking, 4 points makes more sense than 3.
Okay.
And you do know the best way that you could confirm is to go to the mines and check,
Or to one of the other spots.
or to one of the other spots. But
I've made the mines a little difficult to get down into.
true, though there are ladders.
Yeah. Hmm.
And there could always be another way in.
True.
Conveniently, you're in a library where you could find that information out if there is.
Yeah, let's try and find let's shift and look at mine stuff.
Sure. Roll me another intelligence check.
Man, why can't these be histories?
Speed. I mean, technically it is. You're right.
Okay, then that would be a +8, not a +5. So
Cool.
that's a 20.
That's my bad. So that'd be 22.
Yeah.
With the 22, there are a couple incidents. One such being that they had breached the lake, which means
the
that
mines
there is a
do
hole
connect to the
somewhere.
lake.
Yes, that there is a hole somewhere
Fucking righteous. Yeah.
from the
Terrifying.
lake into the mines.
Uh-huh.
And judging by the positioning of the mines from even the last counter, you could guess at least 3 spots that would meet at.
Mm-hmm.
At least a line where it would have to be probably somewhere around there, unless they expanded them a crazy direction. So you have a place you could check for that. You come upon an interesting piece of information with a 22. A story. I think it's actually one that you've heard. A story on the fort that you had been in before. Which, let me flip over to it. Da-da-da-da-da. Here it is. There was an incident in the mines a while ago. One where some form of undead creature attacked a group of miners. There's not a lot of information about it. It's an urban legend by the account of this, but a figure wearing worn armor in the style of a soldier, somewhere around 200 years past in terms of stylization, attacked a group of miners that had broken into a deep, sort of a cavernous area. It was later explored and nothing incredible was found. Some separations that seem to have caved in at other points. But due to the disappearance in around a similar time period of all the soldiers that had been at the fort on the hill, it was believed that the ghost or undead form of one of these soldiers had found their way somehow into the mines and attacked people. It's written down as a miner's legend, like a miner's folktale. But folktales are often formed in some combination of truth.
And the thought is, how does a shambling soldier ghost get from the fort to the mines?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps there's some connection.
Perhaps there's some formation somewhere in that place that could help you.
Yeah.
And
Does the
you
fort
do
fit into my square?
The fort would be out of the square.
What about... I mean, I hate to just keep doing this, but what about a pentagon, man?
It makes a wonky shape.
Okay.
The
We
fort
can't-
is
we
the
can't-
furthest point away. The fort was like
You guys aren't wonky.
yeah.
Maybe
But
there's a
just
way
because it's a
into the
wonky shape
mines
doesn't mean that
through
it's
the
not
fucking
something that can be
fort.
helpful.
Yeah.
Could always go check.
Can always go check.
As far as places that you've been, last you were there, it was empty after you finished.
Sure. We kind of cleared the place out. And did we check everywhere though? We
In
check
there?
all the places?
No.
I feel like we went in most of the rooms.
You did go in most of the rooms, but you didn't fully, like, I wouldn't say that you guys searched every single inch.
And that's how many hours out from the
2
town?
by horse. Well, 2 by carriage, 1 by horse.
Well, I can't really ride a horseback.
I'd say you can. Not like
Yeah.
not like a common pony, but like a draft horse. They can carry a
Yeah,
large amount of
okay.
weight.
Yeah, I gotta get a bust gentleman horse.
Yeah, it honestly, it's just kind of like the gold standard of riding horses.
Word.
You wouldn't want like a bottom tier. You wouldn't. You could also go for a war horse, but that's a big investment.
Yeah.
A war horse would be able to carry you like it was nothing, though. Is that a trip you'd be like wanting to take, or is that a trip you'd be wanting to take with the group?
I mean, I don't really have time if I want to get my long rest in tonight.
It is
Can
around,
I-
I believe, 9:30-ish, 10 maybe at this point.
Hmm.
Hypothetically, you could.
And make it back in time for supper?
You would get back 2 in the morning, depending on how long. 3 maybe. 7 hours of sleep would still get you to 10 a.m. if you got back at 3.
And I only need 6, so
Yeah.
um I don't know. Everyone else needs their beauty sleep. And going alone doesn't seem like a good idea. Seems pretty damn funny, but it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Hey, up to you fully.
Yeah.
Could always grab Carver.
No, I don't know if Carver counts, I'll be honest. I love Carver. Um, hmm. Okay. Let's And then, so right now, my theoretical lodestone locations in this square are the known location in the sewers, the mine, the fort, and then where's the last is the last one like the one that's like a few miles from the tutor's house?
The 5 points that you mentioned were on the other side of the lake. The one a few miles from the tutor's house. The point that you had already been to, and the mines, I believe.
Okay. So which 4 points make the most sense?
Including the fort makes a wonky shape. No matter which combination you make. Either two triangles make sense, either either side with the lake or the point close to the tutor's house.
Sorry, one more time.
That also, so 2 triangles that connect. You essentially have a diamond shape with a line through it. One point of that would go on the other side of the lake. One point of that would go at the tutor's house. It could be one of 2 triangles, or it could be both. If that's still not making sense, I could draw it out for you.
I would love a map.
This is where we use whiteboards.
Yeah.
Join the
Oh,
whiteboard.
Join the whiteboard.
Okay. So you've got 0.1, right? And you're guessing that the mines are at like 0.2, so that'd be like here. And you end up with the other side of the lake being about here, let's say. You also have the tutor's house point, the one that's over there, about here. So you could have
And where's the lake?
the lake would be this would be the lake point up here. The lake would be around here-ish, basically.
Okay. And then is the town here?
The town would be because the town covers a lot of it. So the town would be basically like this. Well, kind of like this. It would be more
Okay.
be a bit more triangular. The town's an odd shape. The town surrounds the lake for a good portion of it, while keeping close to the mine to a degree. So the town could be considered to be ugh.
So this is mine. This is the sewer. And this is Hooterville?
No, that would be mines.
Oh, okay. This is the mine.
The
Is this
tutor
being
one is
streamed?
down here.
Or are we just is chat just getting left in the dirt here?
Hmm?
Is the whiteboard being streamed or is
No,
chat
it's
just
not. I'm just doing this for a short example for you.
Okay. And so is this Tutorville?
No, that's other side of the lake.
Okay, this is just Lakeside. And then this is the sewer?
Yes.
Okay. And so this is Tutorville.
Yes. That's a pretty rough estimation of those.
Okay. How far is it to just go to the other side of the lake and take a gander around?
You are probably middle of town. Honestly, a while.
Ah.
It's like a half day, maybe. A little less.
And then where's the fort? Just so I can keep asking stupid
Fort
questions.
is probably I would say the fort's probably somewhere like over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was close to the fort, but not exactly.
I think I want to go to the fort and maybe not go down any strange paths, but maybe check and see if there's like a mysterious pathway that looks like it might lead towards the mine. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right. Then you begin to make your way off towards the fort.
Yeah.
One moment.
Quick little evening jaunt.
Yeah.
Nothing bad is gonna happen.
Where are you procuring horses from?
The horse store? Oh,
The horse store? So you go to the stables.
yeah.
They would have for renting or just like a day trip of something, it will cost, but they would
That's
have stuff.
yeah.
It would
Need to
cost probably
avoid.
around like 20 gold, 25 gold to rent a
Oh,
draft horse on the condition that you bring it back or it costs the full price of a draft horse.
which is how much?
I believe let me double check horses in D&D, but it could be a decent amount.
Yeah. What if I'm on business from the mayor?
It could help. You would have to make a persuasion check to convince them.
Ah, let's fuck that one up. Yeah,
Nah, easy. Easy win.
after hearing the price, he'll inform them that well, you were not obligated to
So
oblige.
a draft horse can carry 540 pounds, 50 gold. Riding horse can carry 480 pounds, 75 gold because it's faster.
Okay, cool. So we can. So the riding horse is happening. I am only 380 pounds. I'm only like 300. I'm like 315.
The riding horse does cost more if you fuck it up.
I'm just not. I'm not gonna fuck it up.
They
Be
do have
fine.
one war horse.
I want the cheapest horse that will carry my fat ass.
That's rough.
You might want to go with the draft horse because it's slower, but it's less. It's the choice of do you want to get there and back faster, or you want to get there slower but for more affordable.
That's what the second one. Yes.
Slower, more affordable, draft horse, 50 gold. That's if you fail to bring it back. So it'd be 15 gold to take it out. It would have enough to carry you. It'll take about the amount of time that I said, probably like an hour and a half to get there.
Word up.
And with you on your trip over there, we are going to cut over to Emin for a moment. In their dreams.
Oh,
Emin, you, for a while you're drifting off to sleep, find a hard time fully falling into sleep, fully falling into a rest pattern. You are restless tonight. Something about maybe losing your sword or getting beaten in combat is sticking in your mind. You toss and you turn. You begin to sweat, and as you do, you sit up and find yourself no longer in your bed, no longer in the tavern. You find yourself outside somewhere, unfamiliar, standing on a hill beneath a large tree with thunder crackling above your head.
do I recognize this place?
Not at all.
Mm.
Around the hill are countless weapons. Beautiful, ornate, majestic looking weapons. You notice some of legend. You notice a holy avenger plunged into one side of the hill. You notice a flame tongue longsword in the other. You notice a hammer inscribed with lightning bolts. You notice countless different weapons. At the center of the tree, embedded in it, is a small, plain-looking sword. What do you do?
Um, I think I want to examine the sword in the tree.
All right.
It's in the tree?
It is embedded into the tree, as if it had been slashed through the top of it and stopped partially through. The tree doesn't seem to be split fully, but it seems to be growing as if it had been split in its growth pattern by the sword itself.
I try and pull it out.
Grabbing onto it, you feel lightning course through your body. You find yourself pulled once again to a different location. You're standing in the battlefield that you had been in before. Storms crackling around. The figure far off. As you begin to hear the sound of dirt and rocks and soil crunching as something begins to move around you.
Like surrounding me or just near me?
Near you. It's around you, walking, moving. You're free to look.
All right, I'll look.
You see a large golden lion, wisps of blue, that you had seen before last time you were here. The lion that you had battled, that had tested your courage. As it prowls around you in a circle.
I guess I'll ask it, why am I here again?
It looks at you. It stops. Because you failed.
I think that kind of stops Emin in his tracks.
Because you lost. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm gonna get the sword back.
Will you?
Yeah.
How?
We're making plans to track down the assassin who stole it. And I'm gonna make him pay.
Will you?
It's the
With
last thing
what?
I do. I saw my great axe.
And what will you do if they gain the power that you held?
Gonna find them before they do.
And if they already have?
I think Emin just stays quiet.
It stops in front of you. It looks off towards the storm clouds, towards the figure that is slowly walking. The sound of thunder cracking every time it steps in the distance.
Wait, so the big guy's coming?
The big
This
guy's
way?
walking, and you can hear every time he steps, thunder literally crashes. Like the sound of lightning and thunder striking.
I guess I'll kind of just square up to him when he gets near.
He's not
Not
really
like with the
walking
weapon or
towards you
anything.
very much. He's
Oh.
just kind of roaming. Similar as he had been before. He's moving about this battlefield.
I guess I'll go up to him.
Sure. You walk towards the storm. As you continue getting closer, the storm continues to darken. It begins to grow in intensity, thunder crashing, lightning striking around you. Do you push forward?
Yeah.
It begins to grow so intense that your movement begins to slow physically. You're not stopped. You can still push through. But you feel as if it was pushing your weight back. A faint hum within the air around you. As you continue to push through, as I assume you do,
Mhm.
you briefly reach the eye of this storm as the figure turns and meets your gaze. He says nothing. You can see the hum of electricity within his irises, arcing around him. And then your vision fades briefly as lightning strikes and you're back at the tree. Except it's different. There are no more weapons around the tree. It looks slightly changed. Older, more grown, more gnarled. Familiar. Something that you've been around. Knotted, gnarled roots spanning around a small hill. The faint sound of water gurgling nearby. It's up to you whether or not you place where that comes from. As you wake up in a cold sweat in your room.
Is Charlie still there? Or
Charlie's there.
we're sharing a room,
Unless,
right?
unless Charlie
Okay.
for some reason went out.
No, you'd be sleeping.
Charlie's
if it's like in
conked
the
out.
middle of the night.
But what you do
Okay.
notice, floating
I
faintly
ain't
nearby
dead.
you, is a glowing red wisp.
Not this shit again.
Ah, man.
um, can I touch it?
You do. You kind of pass through it again, but there's a slight hum and almost like tingling on your finger as you do. It slowly begins to drift away towards the door.
Yes, I'll follow it.
If you want to.
I'll follow it.
It drifts off the balcony of the stairs down to the lower floor. Continues drifting towards the lower door.
I'll keep following it.
Sure. It heads outside. Begins to drift through the streets. Can I assume that you're just going to follow it?
Yes.
Before you realize it, you're in front of the mayor's house. It slowly drifts around the house, around one of the fences, and through it.
Into the house?
Not into the house, but into the yard. The large open space behind it.
Okay. I'll sneak back there.
All right, roll me a stealth check. Not bad. 17. You stealth over to the fence. I assume you're hopping it.
Yeah.
You managed to do so relatively soundlessly. Moving into the garden, the yard, that I'm not sure you had been in before, but you had been nearby previously. A large fountain, softly gurgling with water. A hill with a tree atop it. Thick, gnarled roots.
Does it look similar to the one in my dream?
Not the initial one, but the one that you had seen after.
Hmm. I'll go up to the tree.
You do so. What do you do?
Does anything look weird about the tree?
Not anything different than it had been before. Were you out there for the conversation that they had around the tree where they were investigating it? Or were you inside? I
I don't
forget.
I think I was inside, but I might have come out like at the last minute. I don't
I think that's it.
remember.
I think I think they might have told you that they were investigating into the roots because there were little burrows in it that Kinza used to hide stuff.
Mm,
You at least were told that
yeah.
at a later time.
Guess I'll look near the roots for. Is the wisp doing anything? Like going a specific
It's
direction? Or...
quietly just floating around the tree softly.
Okay. I guess yeah, I'll just eel around the roots, I guess.
Sure. You touch one of the roots, and you're surprised by the feeling you get from them. Not cold wood. There's a warmth to it. Almost a pulse. Not like a heartbeat kind of pulse, but like a faint buzz to it. As if it were radiating energy softly.
Hmm. Is it coming from like all the roots or this specific one or like
It seems to be coming from all of the roots. You can't quite make out all the details, but you can definitely tell something is up with this tree.
I tell what kind of energy?
Not really, given that you're not a spellcaster or the like.
Yeah.
There's just something warm about it.
Do they find any of the burrows or anything?
You do, after some time of searching. You find a burrow, and within it is a small, dainty, rusted, normal sword.
Hmm. Does it look familiar in any way?
Absolutely.
Which one
Same
is
one
it?
that was plunged into a tree.
Guess I'll pick it up.
Sure.
Does anything happen? I think
No.
and then kind of picks it up like hastily, like kind of expecting something else to happen, like he's still
Nothing
in the dream.
specifically happens. But you do notice, glancing down on it with your previous experience with runes in the past couple weeks, this is older. This is odd that this is here. This wasn't here before. It's inscribed with several different runes down it. A small short sword.
Guess I'll sheath it for now.
Sure. You can tuck it into your belt if you so choose.
Mhm. What's the wisp doing now?
It's just slowly floating around.
Still around the tree or just around the yard in general?
Just around in general. Mostly around the tree, but it's not focusing entirely to the tree.
I remember the group saying anything else about the tree?
No,
No.
they didn't mention anything like this.
Does it seem like the energy from the roots is flowing out to someplace else?
That's an interesting question. Make me an Arcana check.
Oh. What do I add to Arcana? +0. Let's go.
Pure base. Okay. You can't tell to where. That was a 6. Or how much, but it's a large tree. Like, I had described this as being very, very big. It shades most of this yard. A tree that size would have a root system very, very thick that would go very deep underground. You could rationally assume, despite that Arcana check, that the roots spread out a fair bit. Whether they carry energy along them or not is a question you can't really figure out. Could always ask one of the more magically inclined people in your group.
Yeah. Think gonna put a pin in this, sneak out of their yard, and then head back to the inn.
You do so. And with that, we can cut back to Red.
It's me.
Andy, if you need to take off now, you're free to.
Yes. Thank you. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good
Good
night. Pookies.
Red,
Hi.
you arrive at the fort. It is just as dead and empty as it had been when you left. Though you do, oddly, as you walk in, briefly hear sounds of movement and noise coming from the kitchen room.
Oh, I cast dark vision.
Cool, you do. You can see in the dark now.
Oh, I don't have it prepped. I don't cast dark vision.
You have light.
Yeah, I do. I do, don't I? Are there any like torches lit in here, or is it full dark
Not
mode now?
anymore.
Yeah, no, I'll cast light on my palm so I can keep it,
Sure.
contained.
Where you going in the fort?
Staying on the first floor, and I'm looking for passages.
Cool. You do hear that sound coming from off in the kitchen. It's very faint.
What
It's almost
sound
like
is
a
that?
humming.
Oh,
Some
okay.
rummaging.
I'm gonna go check on that first, actually.
As you walk up to the door, you do see a faint bit of light from under it. You assumably snuff the light in your hand by closing it
Yeah.
and open the door. But it's
Very-
dark when you do.
Very quiet.
Yeah. But it's dark when you do.
Hmm.
And there's nothing there.
Hmm.
Looking around the room, as I assume you do, it's not really much around that's different than before. But you do see a bowl sitting on one of the tables.
Stew.
It is stew. You're correct. They're still on the table.
Well, I'm talking. I'm
Oh, I know.
talking. My boy Stu. I'm calling out. I'm calling out for Stu.
You call out for him, but it registers in your mind that you found Stu's body.
Right. Did we find a pile of ash?
You found a pile of ash that was holding a large spoon,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
specifically in
which
this room.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I was just
Yeah.
hoping, man.
Yeah, we
Ghost
all love stew.
Okay, so ghost stew's a thing. Sure. Well, I mean, I see no reason to bother ghost stew. I'll go back to what I was doing. You know,
Sure, you do.
living
After you
his
close
life.
the
Go
door,
on.
it faintly seems like light's coming from under it again. You hear the slight sound of humming again.
So when I open the door, it's pitch black, but there's a light underneath the door when I close it. Yeah, no, I'll leave the ghost be. That's fine.
I'll leave the cooking ghost alone. Fuck that. That
Yeah,
ain't my
dude,
problem. That ain't my
Stew's a
problem.
chiller, bro. Stew's a chiller. Stew ain't never done nothing.
Yeah, he only made stew.
Facts.
He even let the bowl out.
Facts.
So you go about searching this place. First floor or top floor first?
First floor.
All right.
If the
You want to
top floor
do?
leads to an underground passage, I'm just gonna have to take that L.
That's fair. Where we could leave this to a general investigation check, or you could tell me exactly where you want to search first.
I want to look through the prisons again. That seemed promising. There were a lot of doors over there,
Sure.
and if I recall correctly, we checked. We were in most every other room. A good bunch.
Pretty much. There was
There
that
wasn't really
room
a
that
good
the
look
big
through it.
lava creature came from that you guys didn't really check out too much. But it had one of the
Yeah,
statues that unlocked the
that's over
vault.
by the jail cells.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Jail cells first of that.
That in the jail cells, that whole area is getting
Cool.
searched.
Investigation check. We'll say
Oh,
I'll separate these into two. You can choose which one's which.
this will be the general, and
25.
this will be the lava room.
23.
Oh,
Okay,
only
that's
a
real high.
23.
That's still real high.
Damn, I said.
The jail cells, you search them very quickly, very thoroughly. You don't find anything new that you didn't find before, except a couple of loose copper pieces that have been sitting around.
Fuck yeah.
And a shiv.
Oh, I don't know if I need the shiv.
But that's all you find in the jail cells. Now, the other room, as you begin to look around, I would say close the door behind you, but it had been busted through, so there's not really much reason to close it.
True.
As you look into it and walk around.
Also, is the serpent creature still here on the floor?
No, it ashed away.
Ashed away. Got it.
As you explore into this room, it is a dead end room with a large statue in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice that bits and pieces of the statue seem damaged, and parts around the statue seem damaged.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a good deal of scratch marks along the floor.
All in like
The same direction.
yeah, like crazy scratch marks, or like I'm gonna push the statue out of the way in a second. Scratch marks.
Probably the latter.
Copy that. I'm gonna try and give it the good old shove. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that.
Sure. I mean, you have
But
high strength.
got a +2. Is it just straight
Never
strength
mind.
check?
You have decent strength.
Yeah, no,
Let's see.
I'm just made of metal. I'm not that strong. Strength check.
Uh-huh.
Hoo-yah. There's my rolls. There's the Isaiah roll. That's a 6.
Well, isn't that unfortunate?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You begin trying to push the statue, but don't have much luck. Maybe there's another
Mhm.
way that you could get this to move.
Does it feel like it's like a magical thing?
Could be, but you also did know that this was designed as a statue of 3 congregations of gods, like the others did.
Yeah, but there might be some, magical move the statue thing.
Or could.
Could be. Could be. Um, and then he casted identify as
Uh,
I'm taking my full 11 minutes.
sure. It is not magical.
Sure. Yeah.
It is a statue of the 3 gods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which 3 it was. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll say for the sake of it, I know Codiphen, Orthen, and Aphelion was the central room. I know one of the rooms, one of the statues outside had been just essentially destroyed, but you'd gotten the gist of it that way. I know that the 3, I believe, Altaït, Etheria, and Enriquin, I think were one of them. I'll call that this one.
Mm. I'll kind of look at the statue, recall which gods are represented, and
Magic, secrets, and balance.
then he'll try a few different combinations of their names, maybe what they stand for. Might even get into like their symbol or animals and just like reciting them like they're some sort of like, open sesame password.
When you say symbols and their animals, you notice that each of them are holding different symbols, but their symbols aren't matched to them.
Aha. Um, are the symbols pretty easy to like take off of the statue and move around?
You find that they are.
Yeah, I will match these symbols to the correct gods.
There is a click, and it
Yeah.
begins to slowly slide away,
Fuck yeah, man.
revealing a pit.
Oh. Now, since I know which way north is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I then know cardinal directionally, if not precise distance, but directionally where I am in relation to the
Sure.
mine.
Absolutely.
Does this tunnel point at the mine?
Um, it's hard to tell because it's very dark down there,
Hmm.
and it does seem that it goes fairly deep. So you can't exactly see the bottom off your first glance.
Hmm. Yeah, there's no way I'm going down this thing by myself tonight. No. Um, can I
No
put
choice.
the statue back?
You can.
I'll put the statue back,
You do.
making sure I mismatch them in the way that they were mismatched when I got there.
Sure.
Um,
As you do, there is something you notice.
I like
There is a
noticing.
faint groaning coming from down in this hole.
What kind of groaning? Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh man. Does it sound like anything I know of? Like those weird fire zombies from earlier in here?
Kinda. And kinda, yeah.
Sure, sure.
Not exactly, but yeah. That
Yeah.
was a little bit more drippy, more magma-y.
Yeah. Were there the mind-controlled townspeople making any noises?
Similar, but not exactly. They were more just.
This one's a little more pained.
Yeah.
Okay. Righteous. Man, shit. Um, Yeah, I still think that feels like a tomorrow issue.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
wanna
put everything
get more
back. Make sure there's no evidence of me being here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go back. My
You do?
horse still here?
Yes, yes, it is.
Thank the Lord.
And the town is not on fire.
Fuck, dude, that's awesome.
Great success.
Yeah, I will go home and power down,
Mm-hmm.
and probably tell people some fun things in the morning.
Yeah. Everybody wakes up. Long rested.
Yeah. I think as soon as I get up, I'm gonna try and like draw out, like add to this map of like add on to. I'm probably gonna copy the map that Lynette and Estrella made onto like my book with my pen so that I can like erase at will because
Yeah.
magic quality of life or whatever. My MS Paint notebook,
Yep.
and I will then take that and add on the known lodestone location, and then I will draw a tentative line between the fort and the mine.
Fair enough.
And then I'll kind of be doing that while I'm waiting for people to file down stairs from the inn.
And they do. Everybody. You're awake. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Go
Good
Gooby.
Gooby.
Morning.
Good morning.
I knew you were gonna do it. I beat you to it.
Damn it.
Floor is y'all's.
Oh.
That was bad timing. I yawned. Well, I'ma wake up and I don't know. Did Emmett come back?
I mean, did come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm not like Boogie's missing. I will head downstairs, I guess,
All right. You
and
do.
wait for the other goobers to be ready.
I will wake up and I'm gonna start packing our stuff, like anything like valuable that we have left in the room. I'm gonna put I don't think I left anything, but I know that Estrella left a few things behind. And just in case the town goes on fire again.
Just in case it might be on fire again.
Just in case. Highly unlikely,
Like-
though.
The things like quietly
Happens to the best of us.
as quietly as I can, I'm just gonna try to like kind of pack like the important things into his bag so that he has them, you know?
It's entirely possible.
And then probably make my way down.
Sure.
Once the room's kind of cleaned up a little bit.
You got the get the fuck out of Dodge bag gone.
Mm-hmm. Because it would be very upsetting if Estrella left the important things behind and then he lost them.
AKA his
And
stuff
then he was sad.
Yes, the stuffies. The most important
Yeah.
thing.
It might, it might help. Who knows?
Who knows? Secret bomb in in the plushies.
And then I'll go downstairs.
You lift up one of the plushies. It has a rune inscribed into the back of it.
Oh my god! Does it really?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my
I
god.
was, I was about to be kind of
What?
devastated, not gonna lie.
That would have been funny though.
Really funny.
That would have been a real.
The room stands for help. Is Charlie the only one down here where I come in? Or is Red there?
By what I know,
And Red.
probably.
I think Red is probably also there.
Okay.
I'm here. Yeah.
And I sit next to them. Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you guys sleep?
I had a productive period of inactivity.
Nice. Anybody order anything, or you just gonna
Emin
stay?
stays in bed, by the way.
Okay. It'd probably be smart too, but I wasn't sure if I would.
This may be a day you want to be well fed.
Yeah.
I have learned some things.
Did you dream about them?
Red just kind of looks at you.
I don't think he sleeps, Lynette.
Well, where did
No.
you go? If you didn't dream about them.
I went to the fort.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
I
how
thought-
was that?
It yielded interesting results.
Mm.
There is a passageway in the fort that I believe connects to the mines. I also believe that there is another lodestone in the mines, although this is not a theory supported by much strong evidence.
It would make sense if there was. I guess.
Well,
Seems like a.
trying to show them the map that I've made.
Y'all can join the
Like a
the,
fucking door
the whiteboard.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I could join. Did you? Oh, while he shows it, I'd like to order a coffee, and also some breakfast. If
You do.
Can I get a coffee?
I want coffee.
Hey, I want a coffee.
Want a
Hey, I got you a
coffee.
coffee coming right up. Yep. Yep.
And just like some eggs and bacon and like a little bit of toast. Very simple. Simple little breakfast, you know?
Thanks for asking for the simple stuff. We don't have much more of the complicated stuff right now.
Suppose I'll have the
course.
same then.
Yep.
Coughing it up.
Sorry, no fish and jam and everything else sauce-wise sandwich. Is that weird friend of yours not here?
Is what?
Is that weird friend of yours not here?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking
The one that
about.
wanted all the sauces on his sandwich?
Oh.
Oh. I don't know where he is.
Yeah. Well,
I think he's
good.
sleeping
Not
out
wasting
back.
any more sauce.
Oh, could we also get an Earl Grey tea?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Not a feeling you'd be asking for that. Altogether, I'll say it'll run you 7.
7 what?
Silver.
Silver?
For both. The Earl Grey, the meals, etc.
Oh.
And the coffee.
I'll pay. Let me.
He comes out and pours a thing of grease
got
for
sick.
Red.
Bah. Does that include with the 7?
Yeah. I wouldn't use
Okay.
it.
Okay. It's nice that you eat for free. Consume for free.
Yes. It is not something that the kitchen needs. And, well, it is more of a formality. I
Mm,
am not actually in need of regular lubrication. It
I'm
is
sorry, I
an
didn't know
attempt
that. Is that
to feel
offensive?
more like a person.
mm.
And he'll sip his grease.
I'll drink my coffee and eat my food.
Comes back over eventually to take away the stuff after you finish. He leans over to Red.
Mm.
I'm sorry if that was offensive. I didn't know.
You are good.
Okay. Sorry.
No, do not be. The truth is not offensive.
Yeah.
Just
He goes back
yeah,
to what he was doing.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what?
Poor
Hell yeah.
guy.
You know
You
what?
know what?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's like,
know what?
man, did I do a racism?
Nah, bro.
Yeah, but like no,
Doing it.
Like,
But,
kinda.
like-
But also, sort of.
He was
Nah.
like,
Is he
have
just
I been
assume?
do-
No,
have I
you
been
gotta
doing
hit
a
him with the-
racism every time Red came in here after the first time by giving Red grease because he asked for it once?
is it technically a little bit, but is it still considerate? Hell yeah.
Consider it racism. You heard it here first, folks.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
D&D is literally just like one long like play of just considerate racism.
No, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know about that one.
Oh, I'm pretty sure about that one, to be
Oh, okay.
honest.
All right. Well, if you're sure.
What is it? What is it? Like read any of the 2014 descriptions of races. It goes crazy.
Yeah. Those were times.
Those were times.
When races were constrained to a specific alignment. Good times.
Yeah, those were times.
Good times. The fact that
Good old you have to be evil if you're a drow.
technically the fact that Momo and I's characters are technically evil aligned happens to the best of us.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, right?
Woo.
Ooh. Anyway, this map that is on the paint is put in front of you if you'd like to join the paint.
Oh fuck. Excuse me.
This is Red's locations of where lodestones could be.
Mm.
So you
Okay.
want to find a lodestone.
So
With
you want to
red.
find a lodestone and how to find them.
I like the spelling of some of these.
Oh, they're
Thank you.
great.
I do too.
Stream for
That
your
is-
edification.
That is Isaiah spelling, I will note. Red has spelled all those correctly.
Yes, for
Oh, my
stream's
bad.
edification of what the spelling is, because I know you can't see the
I just like
paint.
fort.
Fort is spelled Fourt,
I love
and
spelling.
sewer is spelled SWR.
Well, yes. Sewer.
Yes. Swear.
Swerg. Yeah, I passed by the Swerg grate the other day.
Well, yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
And a bunch of weird guys came crawling out of it.
Yeah. Then one of
And
them
ain't
started
that-
chasing this lady.
She had a cookie. I
Yeah.
wanted it.
I just wanted information, man.
Oh,
If she's the tattletale, I'm gonna be so mad.
Hmm?
I will say it was an interesting reaction to see people get out of a sewer. And then, like, instead of going, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see them and walk away. She instead goes, I'm gonna stare at you for a couple seconds, side eye you, and then run away. Like, well, now
And
you
then-
just look suspicious.
She ran
And then
when
I-
she ran when Lynette started chasing her.
Well, she was skedaddling already.
She was
Yeah, she
going
was.
off in a hurry.
That's
Yeah,
Same
skedaddling.
thing.
that's weird.
That's a skedaddle.
Also, I wouldn't have ran after her if she didn't stop running, and then I wasn't gonna stop running
I'm just gonna
after
take the
her.
opportunity to remind you guys
I-
that this town has been set on fire twice, and random people
Yes.
coming out of the sewers after that is suspicious.
And people with tons of trauma act like perfectly normal people all the time. All right.
Hey, my problem isn't the fact that she ran. My problem was the lead up. All right,
Yeah.
that was my argument.
I'm saying, mind your own business, and maybe I won't run after you.
'Cause
And that's how towns get
Exactly.
set on fire.
Yeah,
I will
Not
say,
for
Kay
me.
probably could have been like,
Especially when one of the
"Ma'am, I
people, the
want
first
to
person
ask you
coming
some
out is a person that is
questions."
like similar to a fire person.
Now that's just racism.
That is.
Man, and now she's racist, and now I don't feel bad.
I didn't say she wasn't.
Now I kind of wish she tripped.
That was my immediate thought, was like, that's why I was shitting on her so hard. I was like, one, she saw somebody who was a fire race and decided, you're evil, I'm running for my life now. And all the guards went, ah, yes, woman complaining about fire race, and probably said something racist about it, and they immediately believe her. Sounds about right.
This checks out.
Just
Sounds
It's
about
sad,
right.
but it's
for the
probably
record,
true.
So
she
Checks
was
out.
always going off to get a guard to tell them that weird people were coming out of the sewers because she saw more than one person coming out, and that was suspicious.
Well,
Yeah, but
she's
now it's a racism.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Now she's racist.
Like, you were like, actually, yeah.
I mean,
You know,
it's
I will say it probably would have gone differently if it was like me that walked out first.
yes, 100%.
She probably would have just been like, the fuck you doing in there?
She still probably would have told the guards that there were random people coming out of the sewers. She might have been less concerned about the person that was flame related chasing her after the Flame Town incidents.
I will say, Kay probably would have made it a little better if Kay went, ma'am, I just want to ask you some questions.
the idea of me just popping up, and because I was like in the dark for so long and like using dark vision, my eyes are like glowing.
No, literally, that's probably what happened.
My brother in Christ. That's where you
Dude,
just
I
go like,
would've
ma'am, I just want to ask you some questions.
We've just been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Ma'am, I'm the IRS. I'm here to take your taxes.
Anyway,
Oh,
y'all are all down here. You see this map?
yeah.
Tunnel, apparently, in the fort. I don't know if Red said that already.
yeah, he did.
Red said that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Where
That
did
says
you find it in the fort? Because I feel like we checked that place, didn't we?
one of the statues moves.
Sorry, I was choking.
Oh, rip.
I decided to start
I like
choking
it
on.
was so needlessly blunt that it was just kind of like, what?
My bad. My body decided I'm gonna start choking on your own spit, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess.
Hey, at least you're choking on your own spit, all right?
Yeah.
Not everybody has that luxury. Okay?
Yeah, not everybody can do that, so, you know. I survived, so that's cool.
Word up,
Ooh, yeah.
booyaka. Anyhow,
So we're supposed to meet at the fountain.
You were supposed to be
Yeah.
at the fountain.
Unfortunately, half of our squad is not here.
Two.
well,
Well,
a third of our squad is not here.
There
one
you
of them feels
go.
like one of them feels like 7 people,
Alright,
but
on the
you
map.
know, one of them has the
Um,
energy for 22 people, so I guess, you know, whatever.
One of them's
Um,
on cocaine.
One of them snorts enough cocaine for an entire party, but it's all right.
It's facts. It's facts. It's true.
Yeah.
Before we go to where we're supposed to meet up, I'm going to the gem place really quickly with Estrel, and
Oh,
then
to get the diamonds, yes.
to see if they even have the diamonds, and then maybe to get the diamonds.
I mean, worst case scenario, you could probably go to like a spellcraft shop. They might have some. I used to get lots of diamonds for that purpose in places like that. But we're not exactly near a magic school this time.
Mm. That's why I don't really
You
know
can get
where I
them
would
near the
find them.
academy. You can get them in some of the stores near the academy. For future reference.
I will make sure to stock up on them.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna take the Earl Grey, and is there a salt shaker?
Yeah, there'd be a salt shaker on the table.
I'm I don't want to take it. I would feel bad. I'm just gonna take the Earl Grey. Never mind. Actually, hold on. I forget what I made Lynette because if she's, where does it say it? Do I not?
Alignment is not everything.
I know.
If you
Yeah, but
think
it's
that she would
fun for
take it, she can take
players.
it.
Straight up stealing is.
It's just a salt shaker.
Yes, but it's still
Filthy
stealing.
Honestly, it's probably more like a small little tub
Oh,
of
she's lawful
salt.
neutral. Who cares? I'm gonna take it along with
I never heard
Earl
that
Grey.
one long, John.
In all honesty, this salt probably costs less than a couple silvers, and also this little jar that it's in probably costs like a copper.
Do you guys hear
Yeah.
that? Am I
I
going
don't know.
Voice of
crazy?
the Beyond.
Weird
By the way,
voice.
I made stew.
Stu.
It's just Stu. Oh,
A
before
fucking
I leave,
thing.
we should probably also grab Carver.
Mm,
I don't know if I want to bring Carver into a place like that. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know.
We
I
should
think
maybe
Carver's
check
got
up
great
on
life
him.
in community service.
Okay. I wonder if he's
feel
getting
like
paid for it.
he would be fucking annihilated in the sewers.
Yes.
And I don't really want to see that, to be honest.
Me neither. I wonder, do you think he's getting paid for the labor that he's doing?
Probably not.
Wow. Okay. I wonder if he knows anything.
The screen flicks over to Carver, completely just doing his job.
He's
But
actually
because of
living
his-
now in a castle. He's completely rich.
Let me get there.
He has his own
Because
estate.
because of his intelligence level, when people ask him how much for repairs on his house, he says an objectively lower amount than most people in his field of business. Therefore, driving his business through the roof as more and more people hire him because it's cheaper. Therefore,
I've been
making
pressing
Carver
him.
the richest man in the East.
And now he owns an
Right.
entire estate filled with hedges and fountains.
His name is now Sir Carvington. I don't know how
He's-
I ended
he's
up
fun,
here, but
isn't it?
people really like me.
Yeah.
Now let me drink out of this fancy teacup.
Good for him.
It
Shut
is
up,
a
bro.
teacup. And in like swirly letters and like blue flowers, it's like Carver. Is
It's
that
nice,
custom
that's
made
nice.
teacup? He's rich enough just to have his name on everything. Imagine we walk in and just his name is everywhere.
He becomes a new mayor.
Carver for mayor.
Carver, we should start seeing little
We'll get your
little
town set up
states.
right. I always say that the best backbone a town could have is good infrastructure and good support.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can do that with my own two hands. I'm Carver.
I would vote.
I'll carve your house.
I would vote for him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't feel bad doing it.
In the forest, all trees are equal.
Oh, he's a Lorax
Aw.
now.
My name is Carver. I speak for the trees.
He's just the most wholesome, like perfect candidate. Nothing
Yeah.
is wrong with him at
The
all.
only
He's so
good
honest.
politician
Is Carver.
is Carver.
I'm too dumb to have an agenda.
He walks out of like a meeting and he's like, those guys tried to get me to try to give me money to do something that I don't want to do.
So I said, no, I don't need that. I already
Why would I
have
ever need
money.
that?
Why would I need more?
I can already buy my food. I don't need more money for more food.
He's just like, I have soup or stew, and that's all that I ever need. It's like the
See,
cheapest
I've
thing.
decided that I'm going to make the fort on the hill my house, and there's a ghost in it that makes stew.
Free food.
What is it? What's the name of the spell that's just better revivify?
Raise dead.
Direction.
Resurrection.
Yeah, resurrection.
True resurrection.
Yeah, true resurrection brings Stu back.
Oh, I can talk
Wait.
to him. If we go there, I can not destroy undead. That'd be mean. I can talk to him. I don't remember which one it is. What is it?
Speak to undead. I think you need a body to do that though.
Oh no, I can Eyes of the Grave. I think is
That
what
lets
the
you
ones
see
I-
Undead, I think.
Yes, I could see him making the stew.
Oh
but I
yeah, no, technically, if he is the ghost that's in there making stew.
don't...
What are the odds? Stew is the ghost that's in the room making stew
And humming, which he did.
and humming.
Mhm.
Interesting.
The stew hum.
Interesting.
Sometimes you just need a friendly ghost in your house that makes you stew. Whose name is Stew.
We love stew.
We love stew in this house. Anyway,
Mhm.
y'all go to the fountain? Question mark?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're going to the gem
Uh,
store.
Yes.
Astrael.
I want to go get
Let me
Grim.
wake up first.
Yeah.
True. I was
You're getting
like,
dragged to the
I
gem
don't
store.
know if the trail has made it downstairs yet.
No.
No, Astrael just wakes up in the gem store.
I just carried
Lynette's
him.
been dragging Estrell by the foot.
Estrel actually slept outside the gem store to be first in line.
Yeah.
Business goes.
As we know, the sale coming up.
Anyway,
Mhm.
The Lakalai sale.
you guys do your things. We'll start with Lynette and Estrell heading to the gem shop.
I would have brought him the tea that I bought whenever I woke him up. And they just basically went, "Come on, we're going to the gym store."
All right then.
We have a long day.
We do. I do hope we get to enjoy the festival somewhat instead of having it blow up in front of our faces.
Who knows?
Me too.
Is anybody else going with them to the gem store, or is it just them?
I won't.
I wonder why not.
Last time I was in there, I bullied him.
No, you should come. It'll be fun.
You say that as if I didn't do something similar.
I changed my appearance and I go into the store. Hey!
You do the exact same thing.
And do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, up to you if you wanna.
You know what would be funny?
What?
Slightly change. What is it? Just changes hair color, stays the same otherwise. He's like, "Aren't you that guy?"
No.
And then
No,
just
I
goes,
don't.
"No, I'm not them.
That guy had purple hair. Mine's
That guy
gray.
over. No, my hair's pink. That guy over there had purple. That's not me."
It's like one
You're wearing
shape.
the same clothes.
I fucking robbed him. He's a twat.
He's still wearing it. He's not even there.
Well, yeah, I fucking robbed him. He's a twat.
So you're a
It is
thief. Anyway,
Nah, we had a duel. If I had the
dueled him for
chance
his
to change
pants.
my fate. If I had
If
the
you
chance
had
to
the
cha-
chance to
if I
change
had
your
the chance
pants.
to change his.
I had the chance to change your fate.
Yeah,
Would
if I
I?
had the-
if I
Well,
had the
yes.
chance to change your fit, would you?
You had the chance to change your fit. That's crazy.
If you had the chance to change your fit, would you?
Would
Me
anyway,
when I plan my outfit and
am-
I put it on and I don't like it anymore.
I have the chance to change my fit.
Anyway, is it just Lynette and Estrell?
Me when the costume doesn't fit, I have the chance to change my fit.
Is it just Lynette and Estrell?
Yeah, I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go.
You walk to the gem shop, and you walk in.
Is there anybody there?
Yeah, he's sitting behind the counter. He seems to have just walked over to it to sit down. As you come in, everything seems to be just opening up. He's set up most of the displays. How can I help you?
I'm looking for some diamonds.
Oh, yeah. Sure, what kind do you need?
High quality ones.
Um, for what? For what? You do need, like, specific help. There's a lot of type of diamonds.
What will work for Revivify?
I don't know. I'm not a spellcaster.
A really, really expensive diamond.
With how much?
300.
Oh. Yeah, we got some of those. Not many. We've got about 3.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming they are worth 300.
Yeah, we've got a few.
Cool.
Here you go.
Uh,
Yeah, anything else that you're looking for today, or just the diamonds?
I just was seeing if you were carrying any.
Yeah, I have them.
No,
I'm gonna go in and inspect. I'm gonna inspect them.
Yep, they're diamonds. You look them over. They do appear to be diamonds. They do also
Okay.
appear to be worth 300.
Okay.
Hmm.
300 gold. Guys, I don't even got
Imagine-
300 gold.
Do all of us together even have 300 gold?
Yes, easily.
Get
We
it,
do.
yeah.
Really?
We have to.
Monumentally
Yeah.
over
Has-
300.
Who
all
has
of
all
us
the gold?
together. I know I have a decent amount. I
I've
know
got like 160.
Really?
I have 96 gold.
I make up most of it.
Probably.
Yeah.
And Emin.
Rich kid things.
How much gold do you have, Estrel?
I don't recall Estrel buying a single thing this entire game so far.
Nope.
Uh,
I've literally not spent the entire thing.
And
think
Emin
I've-
has 274.
I have 275. Or
Man.
yes.
I need to
Why
stop
it's
buying
coming-
everything for you.
yeah, yes.
30.
I guess no, like Australia would like catch like after and be like, "Oh, you bought me tea again." I appreciate it nonetheless, but you realize I'm the one paying you, right?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Estrel hands Lynette money. Lynette takes the money, goes and buys tea. Estrel's just like,
Hold
what
on,
the fuck?
1 second. Hold on.
This is for you.
That was for you, not for me. But I need to pay for the tea. Yeah, they look like diamonds. It's worth 300 each.
All right. Ah, too bad we don't have a communication stone. For the sake of ease, could we have dragged Emin out of
Okay.
it?
No.
Uh,
You don't know how much money he actually has on him, and I wouldn't spend his money. And
yes, true. Yes, all right.
and Bro's EB.
Yeah. There's no dragging him out of bed. So the question is, how do we afford this? Ooh.
I mean, do you get a discount? You think?
It's see, I was kind of pushing it last time, but knowing if he remembers that jewel that he gave me, that I haven't brought to my parents quite yet, then it might not go down as well. Yes, unfortunately, buying a diamond is not as simple as we hoped.
Sorry, my dogs keep on grabbing things. I mean, we could always pull some together. I mean, I think that having a diamond would be very useful.
It definitely
Especially
will be.
having so much, like doing so much the next few days. A lot of fighting, probably.
True.
Do you want to come back after we talk with the group, or?
Yeah, let's talk with the group first.
Okay. We will probably be back for these.
All right, I'll keep them. I'll keep them set up for you then.
Okay. It's a good turn.
You head
Is
back
there
to the
any?
group.
Yeah. I think. Pretty sure. At the fountain.
That is where everybody's meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just waiting for you when you go there.
When?
So they do have diamonds. They have 3 of them. But I do not have enough funds to cover it.
And unfortunately, though I pride myself in being well off, I do not have enough funds on me, on my person.
How much did you have?
275. That's like basically my entire pocket if I was able to get a discount.
Okay, didn't you say that you had 30?
Yes.
That's all of our money, dude.
That is why I was like, because I don't know. I like having money.
It would be nice to keep some form of cash.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a bribery situation. Because let's be real
Bribery.
here. Knowing our luck, we might as well run into that.
Yes. Is there any money that we didn't divide up?
If there is, it's no longer here.
Party loot. No, I think we did divide up the money because there's nothing in the party loot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
How would everybody here feel about pulling a little bit together so that we can have at least one of the diamonds?
I will give 40.
40?
That's half
Yeah, I
my
can do
gold.
40.
About.
okay.
2 40s?
240s. I'm gonna do the math.
Yeah, probably get a
80.
calculator, bro.
I'm doing that right now.
I have an 80
40
with the
plus,
two
okay.
40s. So we have 80 in the pool. I'll put I'll I don't wanna, but I'll put the 30 in there. That's much as I can.
You're gonna put the full 30?
Well, I mean, like, I don't want to be. I'm asking for it. I don't want to be the only one to like put the least amount of money in.
And it is your spell, so it's like, might as well.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
30.
True. Oh, okay. Just put 20 in. I'll cover the other. I'll cover the other 200 and hopefully get us a discount.
How much would that leave you?
75.
Oh. Could we possibly wait to finish negotiating whenever Edmund is here?
Can we?
That is possible.
Possibly, yeah.
You could put it off, but
Oh, not the butt.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I
that-
guess you could put it off.
Great.
Make a note.
Yeah, I will put that. So far, I'll put it in the.
$300, 300 gold diamond.
Yeah.
A 300 gold diamond.
Okay. It's in
Yeah.
the player chat. And then I'll leave before I put yours in. You can ask Emin.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Ah.
Cry over the amount of money it takes.
No.
Estrell's
Nothing?
just like in the corner being like, I've never had to be in this situation before.
So what
Well,
was the
yeah,
question?
This
Is there anything else
stinks.
anybody would like to do?
Oh, hell no.
No.
Oh,
I got nothing.
that's just something about the mines.
Mm.
Kind of.
Yeah, but I assume that you guys will want that diamond before you actually go. So,
Yeah, I think we.
anything in immediacy that you guys would like to do?
Nothing in the immediate for me.
Anybody else need to pick anything up or sell anything?
I wonder how much the smoke bombs will.
Oh, I guess I
go
could
for.
sell stuff, but like it's not really that important.
If you want to, we don't have to run that specifically on stream. If you want to just like tell me what you're selling and then I'll like
I was just
give
gonna
the
sell
gold
my
sort of
old
thing.
my old quarterstaff.
Oh, it's not gonna be that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like probably 2 to 3 gold back.
Slade, that's still 2 to 3 gold.
Mm. We are in a gold
My
crisis right now.
bad.
Some of us
2
are.
to 3 gold richer than I was before.
That's 2 to 3 gold richer. Ah! Anyway, how much? 3 gold? 3 gold, please?
How much is it worth? 10, I believe. I'm guessing.
I don't know. I already deleted it from my inventory.
All right, we'll say 3.
Yay! I have 99 gold.
Oh, I have a quarterstaff. Wait, I can
Excuse
see.
me.
Oh no, I can't. I don't think it.
Or hold your mouse over it, maybe. Want
It
say?
says 2 silver. I think.
Oh
That's what
shit!
it is.
Really?
Yeah, it has what looks like a silver piece. Hold on, I'll check on DBN because I can't really tell what that is.
Might be a lot less then.
No.
Quarterstaff. Cost. It says 0.2 gold piece.
So 2 silver.
Can I
Yeah.
have 1 silver? It's half the price.
Roll me a persuasion check. And tell me how you're marketing this quarterstaff to this person.
Well, if it's normally 2 silver, shouldn't it be worth 1 silver? Because that's 50% of the price. That's completely half of it, and it's in decent condition.
Yeah, but it looks like it's been used quite a bit, and reduction of price after you buy it already drops to half. What makes this quarterstaff different than like a normal one?
I mean, if you're gonna be that fucking picky, I guess whatever price you want.
I'll do 8 copper.
Because 10 is 1 silver, so. You know what? I'm not mad.
Deal?
Yeah.
Alright, here you go.
Didn't like his tone of voice, so he can go fuck himself. But like, yeah,
Man.
8.
Oh, you know what? I have a horn. Why do I have a horn?
I don't know.
Make
a
making
good question.
music.
Do we have any bards?
Me when we play Dark Hours.
Oh, literally.
I
We
don't
should do that again.
That was so fucking. Literally.
We should drag Momo into
No.
Repo.
Oh my god.
Yes.
No, literally, that little monster fuck little guy would make literally one singular step of movement, and Momo instantly would go.
Yeah.
I love that guy so much because I can blow him away like that.
You can what?
Yo, yo.
Not like that. Not like that.
Anyway.
Ugh.
Not like that.
Oh, no.
Especially
Anything
not with
else
that
to get
guy. That
started?
looked a little deadly.
Does anybody have
That's not the issue.
any need for a horn?
The enemy starts annoying me.
I don't think anybody has need for a horn.
Okay,
Anyway,
I'd like
anything
to
else
sell it.
for selling?
It's worth 3
Actually,
gold.
use
3
it for
gold. They'll
psychological
offer you
warfare.
1.
Man,
I agree.
I'm sorry. He'll offer me what?
They'll offer you 1 gold.
It's in mint condition. I have never used this.
Yeah, but it's got a bunch of bangs and scratches around from being in your bag.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. You can see right there.
It's just fine. I've
Like it's
literally
fine. It's working for sure. But also, how long have you had it?
like couple
Why
months,
are we
maybe.
trying to cut weight so severely?
Oh no, I'm trying to get the 3 gold out of this horn so that I
You're
have more
never
money.
gonna get exactly the amount that you bought something for.
that's
The
why I said
most you'll
do-
get is half.
Yeah, 1.5.
Sell it on
I
Depop.
want 2
So on
gold.
Depop
though,
and
'cause
mark
You're
it up
not
for
gonna get
eat
2.
Sell it on Depop and mark it up 400% of the
The
price.
best you'll
Yeah,
get,
exactly.
unless you have a really good working relationship with a trader, is half.
Add the word vintage and you'll be great.
Honestly, I was looking for Felix to say that there was like a neat little ribbon or something cute on it, and he would have given 1 gold.
No, Char wouldn't have put shit on it.
Yeah.
He can't
Rare.
afford anything. Char
A little
can't
doodle.
afford. Char
Can I
can't
try to,
afford to
like-
put shit on his quarterstaff.
It's not like signed or anything by anybody cool.
No,
Oh, no, man.
it's a horn.
Okay, I'll take
So
it.
what?
I'll take your 1 gold.
No, you sign it on the side.
Yeah, you
You're
get
like,
1
this
gold.
is gonna be worth a great bucks later.
Okay.
It's too bad that you'll
I
never be able to give the resounding horn call to the party to let them know it's time to charge.
Bro's never gonna
I'm
be
gonna
able
delete
to
it.
do the giant like
Okay. I get 1 gold.
when like the enemy boss starts yapping too much. Bro's never gonna be able to do the to completely just cover it.
Anyway,
Well, I don't want the horn. Nobody can use it.
true. Well, I mean, you can use it.
I
It's
beg
just-
to
You don't
differ.
know how to use it doesn't
Yeah.
mean you can't.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll just buy a new horn later if you really want a horn. It's okay. I'll buy it back.
3 sessions later. Man, I wish we had that horn with us.
No, literally.
No one even knew I had a horn. I didn't even know I had a horn. I don't know why I had one.
I
That's not
just
the
smacked
point.
my knee on my table.
Oh
No,
Oh.
should have sold me
Oh.
that item for 1 gold.
Don't be a
DM
blood, I just
down.
smacked my
DM
knee.
down.
I thought that was pretty good.
So mean. Anyway,
I thought that was good.
I didn't even know I possessed a horn.
It's 'cause-
Until
It's because you're horny.
Whoa,
I
now.
guess my Misfie's hanging around or
Oh.
something. I don't know.
The joke was right there. It was required.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I really don't. Oh, the horn is there. Okay, cool. Quantity 0. Got it. Okay. Never even
Boring.
noticed it was there.
Yawning. Sloppy.
That's all I really. I got 1 more gold to throw in, guys.
Oh yeah.
And that's the difference.
so with that,
That's what
with
matters.
shopping concluded, unless anybody else has anything to sell. Despite our technical
My
difficulties,
puss.
well, yo,
Oh.
Oh no.
sold. Despite our
Yo.
technical difficulties, I think this is a good place to end. We've been running for 3-ish hours, probably a little less. Sorry to our editor for the pain that this will be to edit, and sorry for the technical difficulties. Verizon, I guess. Meh. But
Meh.
hopefully that won't be a problem next time. I hope the Discord link popped up.
Nope.
Weird, because I have. Oh, you know what?
Are you banned from Dave and Buster's?
I mean,
I'm
I
banned
have
from
Mix It Up
Dave and
open.
Buster's.
Did I open the wrong one?